And welcome back. Last we left off, our investigators had discovered Iris Solutions, although it was seemingly a parking garage at the moment. After solving the labyrinthian maze, they found a hollow wall, in which they uncovered the long sealed away Iris Solutions. After solving a quick issue with some power, they made their way down into these deep corridors that slowly melded until it became a labyrinth, where they swiftly navigated their way through said labyrinth until all of a sudden the Minotaur appeared charging through the labyrinth, following them until Shulgi bravely led them to the center of the maze, where they found what seemed like a laboratory. After looking over the contents of the laboratory for just a moment, the Minotaur swiftly made its way into the center of the maze, and there was a conflict between matches in the Minotaur where the dragon within came out and absolutely destroyed the Minotaur. In escaping, you found that the elevator in the center of this lab made its way to a house, a local residence, and after a while of staking out, you saw that a place called Phoenix Labs appeared and seemed to be concerned that somebody had come into the house. After a meeting with John Campbell, otherwise known as Jawbone, you learned that there was going to be a altercation, let's say, between a new group, the Judicators, and the people who are working currently for Shamash Industries to rebuild parts of Old Town. On your return, there was an altercation, to say the least, between Jason and those who were coming to inspect what was going on. After a swift exit, you pulled over and allowed Tara, a member of the Hive Mind, to make her way back to sort of observe it all. And when Tara attempted to meld with one of the people there, you gained information, but at a cost, as Tara was seemingly electrocuted and had fallen unconscious. Now we find ourselves in traffic, sort of driving in your commandeered Honda Civic.
Honda Prius.
Honda Prius, excuse me.
Yeah.
Making your way towards...
With no license plates.
No license plates.
No license plates.
Very illegal. Making your way towards Greenacre, a suburb outside of the city, where you know the locations of Phoenix Labs is. So...
Also, just a point of clarification. I think it's called Iris Unlimited.
Yes, Iris Unlimited. Did I say Iris Limited?
Sorry. No, you said Iris Solutions.
Oh. Oh, well.
They might be solving something. I guess we'll find out.
Solutions, Unlimited, they're just general subtitles for most accounting companies. Mm-hmm. But as the camera pans over these cars, we pan down into a window, into the back seat where, Birdie, you're looking out at the sort of like walled off traffic. It's rush hour, and you're trying to get out of the city, as is everybody else. And as you look, the camera shifts, and you're in the back of a different car. Your parents' car. Oh, no. It's Halloween, and they're dropping you off to go trick-or-treating. You're going to meet some friends, and that's the plan. Your mom turns around and goes, "All right, sweetie, just make sure you're home before 10.
10:30?
Okay, 10:30.
Yes!
I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
All right. Good luck.
Bye.
You get out of the car. The car drives away. You're sort of standing in the middle of the road, looking around. After a while, you're, hey, Birdie. And from down the road, you can see your friend Cody. He has he's sort of taller than you, sort of chestnutty skin and dark black hair. He's walking with his sister, Hazel, who is approaching you. Cody is dressed up in some sort of like Marvel superhero. Mm-hmm. Take your pick. And Hazel, who's about 7 years old, is surprisingly dressed as a cop. Complete with like a set of handcuffs and like the belt and like a fake plastic gun on her hip.
Yo, ACAB, Hazel. Didn't you learn anything?
Wow.
Hazel just kind of looks at you. She has a lollipop in her mouth already and just like flips you off.
Yo, Hazel, we talked about this, man. Come on.
Cody goes, don't worry about it. We can't get her to stop. It's bad.
Dude.
I know, it's really uncool.
And then Cody and I do our like secret handshake, like so many. Yeah. Absolutely. Some like finger wiggles at the end.
The finger wiggles.
Finger wiggles. And then I go, we should hit the rich neighborhood. I don't know if people have gone there yet. They're gonna have the full size candy bar, so I think we should book it.
100%. All right. Hazel, you ready? Hazel nods. And goes, all right, let's go. And you kind of take up into like a light
bring
jog.
Hazel, dude. She's
Dude, my parents will kill me. My parents will kill me if I leave her.
Fine.
Also, she's really fucking fast. I don't think we can outrun her. Hazel just nods and looks
Hazel,
at
you owe me a third of your candy if you come with us.
Hazel just kind of unclips the little strap over her plastic gun.
And I just start walking away.
And they follow you.
This wordless child.
As you...
Hazel's a pain in my ass.
I'm writing Hazel, A comma.
As you make your way towards Greenacre proper, you're kind of on the outside. As you come into this wealthy place, and you know that the full size candy bars are here.
Oh yeah.
And after about like half an hour-ish, you are making good headway. You've got at least like 4-ish full candy bars. A couple places where they like will just are like you've knocked on a door and an old person has been like, oh shit, it's Halloween, and given you like $5.
Sweet.
You've gotten like the good candy, the stuff that comes in like the big bags. And you're making your way towards one of these houses when Hazel sort of starts tugging on Cody's sleeve. And Cody's like, what, Hazel? Hazel's like, and beckons to him and sort of whispers in his ear. And Cody's like, look, man. Hazel says she needs to use the bathroom. And I think the closest one is at the McDonald's that we passed about a couple blocks up. Tell you what. How about you hit these couple houses, tell us if there's anything good, and we'll get back to you. Is that cool?
Yeah, I guess. I'll try and get extra candy so I can give you guys some. Because, like, the good houses are down this way, man. But
I know,
just try and hurry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, we'll be quick. And they sort of take off in the opposite direction. Looking around, this is, like, the good part of the neighborhood. It's the sort of, like, the center area, and you see this huge house. It's almost like, it's one of those houses that has, like, it's at the end of a cul-de-sac, and it has, like, the driveway that leads up. The gate is open, but the driveway that leads up to the big house with these big sort of, like, columns and lights that come down. It's, like, a really rich person's house.
I walk up to the gate, and I kind of look around, and nobody else is going up this way.
Yeah, there's a really fancy sort of, like, almost like a Ring-style doorbell with, like, like the touch screen on it and everything.
For
like
sure.
that.
But the gate's open?
The gate is open.
I'm gonna... I think I want to wait for Cody, but I'm not going to wait for Cody. I'm just going to go and try and get us both candy.
Awesome. All right.
And that is happening internally. There's like a bit of a pause. And Brody doesn't want to admit it, but he's a little spooked walking down a driveway to a house by himself. But he's going to brave it because he's a tough kid.
You make your way to like the front sort of patio steps, and you step up to this big set of like double wood doors. It's very clean and sort of well kept. There's a couple of like house plants that sit around the outside. There's no doorbell though.
You can tell this is a rich neighborhood because no one's getting chased with chainsaws. Only the cool kids in the backwoods where I lived got chased by chainsaws.
For real.
With real life chainsaws.
Okay.
Bumfuck nowhere, you get you scare children with chainsaws and actual blood on knives. It's really fun.
For all those chainsaw-toting backwoods people out there, thank you for listening.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Or you get a creepy gate in a big column house. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just a thought I had to say.
And as you approach, there's no doorbell.
Is there a bowl of candy outside?
No.
I'm gonna knock.
It's kind of a while. No response.
You got any candy?
Nobody answers. The lights are on. Somebody's definitely home. But...
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna go. I'm gonna start walking away. I think I'm gonna come back with Cody.
Okay. As you start walking away, you watch as you get like 3 steps down the thing as the door opens up, and there's a man, sort of tall, dark skin. He's dressed in like a full black suit. He's got the tie on. He's got an earpiece in, and he looks out and he goes, "Can I help you, kid?"
Yeah, it's Halloween. You got any candy?
Oh, and he starts like patting himself down. He goes, "Give me like 2 seconds." And he walks back into the house. And as he comes out,
they're gonna be like $7.
he's like, he comes out. He goes, here. All I got is this, and he hands you this sort of large, almost like silver dollar looking gold coin, which looks like one of those like candy chocolate coins.
Hey yo, dude, I love chocolate coins. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem, kid.
I thought it was gonna be an almond joy.
Yeah, I fucking love almond joy. And I'm gonna put it in my candy bag, and which is just like a big pillowcase that has like sharks on it or something. And
Sharks on it.
Spider-Man.
And yeah, for sure, sharks and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man riding a shark.
It's Spider-Man riding a shark. But like how patterned pillowcases are, so there's like 17 of them. And then I'm gonna say thanks, Mister. Have a good night.
Yeah,
Happy
whatever,
Halloween. And then I'm gonna walk back, and I guess I'm gonna wait by the gate for Cody. I'm gonna like keep my eyes out and see if I can find him.
After a while, you can see them coming up. Cody and Hazel join you again, and you sort of go out and you go across all these things. Another hour passes by, and your mom and Cody's mom both show up and take you back to your respective houses.
Cool.
Back.
Night, Cody.
Night, Birdie.
Night, Hazel.
She just sort of narrows her eyes at you and hops in, and she gets buckled into her booster seat.
Oh, she's like
she's 7 years old.
Oh, 7. Okay.
And you return to your house, just the other town over. Your mom's like, all right, you got like, she checks her watch. You got like an hour before bed. Just go crazy. Just as long as you're in bed by 11, okay?
I can eat candy tonight?
Yes, you can eat candy. I got a meeting, all right?
Oh my God.
I have to get on a video call. So
Okay,
please.
thanks, Mom.
Okay, no
I
problem.
love you, Mom. Bye, Mom.
And she starts walking up the stairs to go back to her.
I start sorting my candy immediately. I put all of the shit that I don't want in one pile to trade with Cody tomorrow. And because we made plans, absolutely, we're trading candy before school. And I, like, all the Whoppers are off to the side. I'm getting rid of all of my Whoppers. Chris, if you tell me you like Whoppers right now.
Well, I do like Whoppers, but we were going to do the Whopper.
Okay, I don't want to get copyrighted, please. Burger King will take my ass. Please.
It's not Burger King, it's Schmurger
Okay,
Crown.
no.
It's
So-
Shamash Burger. Oh my god.
So perfect. Okay, sorry. Going back, we're honing back into.
Sorry.
Okay, we're here. So I'm trading all my, putting all my candy that I'm going to trade tomorrow in a pile, and I, like, rip open a Mounds, pop it in. I find a York peppermint patty, which is like a jackpot. I eat that shit immediately. And then,
I know, sorry. Not Whoppers.
and then,
Thank you.
we'll have a talk after this.
Yeah. That's okay.
And then I find the coin again, and I'm like, I start like opening it.
You go to like try to find the seam, and there's no seam. You run your sort of finger around it, and you see that it's like an actual for real coin. And it looks like one of those like corny ass like big ass chocolate coins where it's got like like the like profile of a woman on one side with like long flowing hair, and then on the other some sort of like old symbol that sort of you can't make out, and it's weird and it's like dented in places.
Dude, this is lame. And I put it off to the side. And I like put it on my nightstand, and then I like rip open a Kit Kat, break off one piece, eat it, and then I get into bed.
All right, you sleep the next day. You wake up, your alarm goes off, you get ready for the day, and you come down, and it's only about like half an hour, and then Cody shows up, and he's got another thing of candy, and he goes, all right, are you ready, man?
Yeah.
I got the best for you. So I got a couple of Mounds here. I know you like those.
Yes!
What do you got for me?
I got Whoppers,
Okay.
and to sweeten the deal, in case, I am willing to part with a few Yorks.
I might take you up on that.
Okay.
You sort of like trade the Whoppers and the Yorks. You get a bunch of Mounds.
2 Yorks max, dude.
All right, I'll take 2 Yorks.
Okay.
I'll take 2 Yorks. As you start to trade candy, and he's like, "What the fuck is that?" And he sort of like points at the coin that you have.
You know that big house at the end of the road with like the gate?
Yeah,
and, like,
the
the fancy electronic
Like the
doorbell?
horror movie house.
Yeah. I went there because you guys were taking a while, and there was no candy outside, but some guy in like a cool suit answered the door, and he handed me this coin, and I thought it was chocolate, but it's not.
Oh.
And absentmindedly, Birdie starts like flipping the coin, putting it on the back of his hand, flipping the coin, putting it on the back of his hand.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Cool to fidget with, I guess.
Yeah, and as you sort of like continue to flip it, Cody starts like going through and sort of like starts explaining like, so I got some like dots here, and I got and like as you're like saying like sort of his voice can kind of like filters out as you start to notice every time you flip this coin, it comes up tails, right? Or is it heads? It comes up heads, and you keep seeing the head of that woman, and you're like, this is weird. And to the point where like you know enough that it's a 50-50 shot every time you flip a coin, but this is like the 4th or 5th time in a row that it's just come up on heads.
Hey man, in math class they said that like, you know how like if you flip a coin, it's supposed to like land both ways, like every other time or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm only getting heads.
That's weird. I don't know. Maybe it's the way you're flipping it.
Oh. Keeps flipping the coin. He's watching the coin, and it never stops being heads.
As you continue to flip, he goes, all right, so do you want any more of this stuff, or...
I mean, do you not want your dots?
No, dude, I fucking hate dots.
You don't
They
want
get stuck in
any?
your teeth, and, like, it's really annoying.
Are you going to make me trade you for dots, or can I just, like, have them?
Honestly, you can just keep them.
Okay, I'll take the dots. I'll give you... Here's a Kit Kat.
Thank you. And then you sort of hear the... of a phone, and he goes, oh, shit. And he checks and goes, sorry, it's my mom. And he, like, hello? As he sort of steps around the corner of the thing.
Birdie looks at the coin that's on the back of his hand, and it's heads again. And he's like, he picks it up and starts looking at it and like looks at the tail side and is like, I'm not letting statistics rule me, in his head, not out loud. And he's going to flip it to the tail side, put it on his hand, and then hit it.
And as you feel this sort of like, the feeling of like touching something like a really bad static electric shock. Like you've just come into contact with something and it's like, ow, and you get the immediate like muscle jerk reaction to pull your hand away. And as you do, there's sort of this like feeling where the electrical flow comes up and like behind into the back of your head, and it feels like it's something behind your eyeballs for a second before you blink, and you sort of, your vision is blurry, and there's the sort of rumbling in your ears that you get when you yawn, and you're like, ugh. Like you think for a second like something's happening, something is wrong, and then you sort of like catch yourself on the edge of the table, and you look up, and there's a woman across the table from you. And you hear as Cody comes in and goes, Birdie, what's up? Are you okay?
Right. It's the coin.
What are you talking about? Birdie. What happened?
I'm going to pick up the coin, flip it to heads, and smack my hand.
You watch us, you just sort of blink and she's gone. And
there was a woman. There was a woman in the room. She was so pretty, dude. Yo, what? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Sorry,
oh
Mom. I'll talk to you in a second. Just sorry. And
I go, Mom. And then he's just freaking the fuck out. He's like, you didn't see her when you walked in? Dude,
what are
she
you
was
talking
standing
about?
right there.
What do you mean?
There was a woman. She was standing right there. She was standing right in front of me, right by my bed.
It's at this point that your mom sort of like comes in and is like, are you
Mom, there was a woman in my room. There was a lady. She was standing there. She was really pretty, and she was standing in my room.
Okay. And she sort of like pulls out her phone and starts to dial 911.
No, I'm not, Mom.
Bertie,
Mom,
if there's someone in the house, we need to call the police.
We should leave the house right now. We should get out of the house if there was a lady in the house.
All right. And you sort of begin to pack up your stuff, and as you pack up, the camera cuts to you outside as the sort of police come up. Cody has left. It's been a bit too much for him. And your mom is sort of talking to a police officer as you're sort of fiddling with the coin in your hand.
And I'm like flipping the coin back and forth in my hand, but I'm not touching it. I'm just like kind of spinning it around and looking at it, and I'm like trying to read any words in it, but they're in like fucking Latin, and I'm 12. I don't know Latin.
Yeah, it's symbols you don't recognize.
And I just like am freaking out, and I start to put the pieces together in my head that like this is what triggered it, and I'm gonna flip it to tails again, and I'm gonna like really lightly tap it on my hand.
Almost like mist from around you forms into the form of a woman in front of you.
Who are you and why are you in my...
Who are you and why are you in my...
What are you
What
doing?
are you doing?
Just tell me
Just
who
tell
you
me
are.
who you are. You watch as sort of her form sort of like flickers of what you've seen as a person, and then like sort of flickers, and you can see through her skin almost. And for a moment you see sort of like dark, almost like spinning dust, and then she sort of covers her hand and looks at you.
And I just stare at her for a while, and I just, who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Your mom.
And
I like try to trip her up. I'm 12 years old.
Your mom.
And
After a while, you watch as the figure sort of like stops, as it sort of like the back unhunches and relaxes and sort of begins to move independently from you instead of mirroring you. It goes,
are you gonna talk to me now?
that depends. And she sort of
This
like
isn't real. I'm dreaming.
gets
This
a little
isn't.
closer
This.
to you.
It's Halloween, and there's dark forces at
her
work.
fingers sort of like go under your chin. They're cold and feel almost metallic as she
Lady,
sort of
can you
lifts your
please-
chin up.
Lady, what's going on?
Don't worry. You're not dreaming. I'm right here. You can feel me, can't you?
Lady, that's almost worse.
And you watch as you're doing this, your mother walks straight through her, and she sort of scatters like dust.
No, Mom, what? Mom!
Birdie, what is going on?
Mom, I was talking to her. I was trying to figure out what she was doing here.
You watch as her expression goes from like the normal concern to like a, oh shit. She goes, honey, what do you mean you were talking to her right now?
She was over here with me, and I think she got scared of you, and so she left. But I don't think I don't know what's going on. But Mom, like, you have to trust me, and I'm trying to figure it out. But you have to let me figure it out. I think I have to be the one to figure it out.
She sort of gets lower, and she sort of like grabs your shoulders and goes, honey, look, I think that today's been a rough day, and I think that we just need some time.
Mom, you're looking at me like I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy.
Look, we're just gonna take some time to talk this over and think this out, okay?
Okay.
I promise you nothing bad is going to happen.
Okay, I want to go to bed.
Okay, honey.
Can I go take a nap, please?
Yeah. As you walk through the doors and the camera smash cuts to the doors of a psych ward. The double doors open up as you are strapped down in a wheelchair. Your arms are belted to the sides. As your eyes are sort of open, you're breathing heavily as you walk through, and you're wheeled into a room. The walls are a light color of blue. There's a nice sort of like, it's a nice psych ward. As you are brought in, and the sort of like wooden cot is in there. It looks very similar to a dorm room almost. There's a desk. It's sort of made out of like this round wood that you can tell is plastic. There are the sort of like the lowered hangers on the wall for things. As you are taken out, and they unrestrain you, as sort of an uncaring male nurse sort of goes, all right, you stay in here till mess. And
No,
begins
please,
to fold up.
I need to talk. Please, just can I have my coin back? I need to have it. I need to have my coin.
Fine, kid, take your stupid coin. As they hand the coin to you, and they, as the door closes, and you hear the whoosh of the lock.
And Bertie just sits like dead still for a second, like not moving. And then, like in complete silence, he flips the coin, and this time it lands tails, and he hits it on the back of his hand.
As you hit it on the back of your hand, the sort of, as this sort of dust swirls and forms into the same woman, as she sort of looks at you, he goes, hello again.
What do I do? What do I do? They all think I'm crazy. What do I do? What do I do? I'm stuck in here, and they don't believe me, and nobody believes me, and not even Cody fucking believes me. Even fucking Hazel told me that I sounded crazy. Hazel spoke. That's not a good sign.
As the hand sort of, the fingers wrap around your shoulder and dig in, and there's the sort of comfortable, dull pain of a tight grip.
And Bertie like kind of relaxes at that.
As she speaks and goes, if there's one thing I know about people, is that you can always get them to listen.
I can't spend more time in here. I can't do it.
Then we'll get you out. All you need to know is that you're safe with me.
Okay, thanks.
As she sort of like pulls you up, and you go up to the sort of barred window, looking out, she goes, soon. As cut, you're in the back of the back of the car, looking out the window on the other side. Jason is kind of like passed out in a sort of half depression nap on the other side.
Oh my god.
Don't do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Who's driving?
Matches is.
Are we in Delilah?
We're in
We're in this. Oh, it's me. I'm the one that's driving.
I'm
You're
us.
driving as Price is in the other side. You're following behind in
in
Delilah.
Delilah.
As you are making your way, you come over a bridge and come out on the other side, and it's just half a mile to Greenacre.
It's what to have
Half a
what?
mile.
To
Half a mile to
Greenacre.
Greenacre.
Memories.
Can I see the neighborhood at this point?
Yeah.
Birdie
sort of Lord
like
has
kind
his
of
glasses
like
on.
schlumped in the back because he like was ripping off license plates. He was doing a lot. He kind of like comes to and sees the houses and goes, "Turn around, guys! Turn the car around! Turn the fucking car around right now! Turn the car around!
What?
Turn the car! This is not. We shouldn't be here. Turn the car. Nothing good
Birdie,
happens in
no.
this fucking stupid rich people neighborhood, dude. I can't do it. Please turn the car around."
Birdie.
And Birdie starts to try and open the fucking
The child locks her on.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Birdie climbs through the hole. You know the hole that like not.
Somebody
attached-
grab
Oh,
him!
I
Why
have-
are you
I tried
moving?
to-
Somebody grab him!
car. Stop.
Shoggy's gonna pull off
Yeah,
to like. Yeah.
I feel like not even looking, just other hand.
Shoggy's just gonna be like,
Shoggy's hand
Birdie,
grabs
can
you
you
on the
not
ankle.
do this right now? We're trying to get to this building. It's in this neighborhood. Please just sit down.
I'm trying to, but I'm getting fucking caught with this seatbelt off. Like, get
Seriously, a seatbelt's what's gonna.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
fuck
I'm
up.
just
Shoggy's
sitting
already
back
holding
here
it.
like,
Shoggy's already holding it like this, like just one hand on the wheel,
unbuckle
one
my
hand. Like,
seatbelt.
Birdie, I
Fucking
need you to sit down, buddy. I need you to calm
Dude,
down.
I-
Just breathe. That's it. There you go. And Shoggy's gonna like, as he's driving, just like put the seatbelt on him if he can. Just
Yeah,
like,
no
without
look,
looking.
easy
Without
enough.
looking, just do that and just be like, there you go. Just calm
Calm
down.
And he's
Calm
gonna
down.
flip the
Driving a child
coin,
into a
and
seatbelt.
the siren is here also now.
You guys watch as the siren
Oh, Jesus.
apparates in the middle seat.
I see it through the mirror and I'm like, oh god.
No, never.
She's just gonna be
Yeah.
here for moral support. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Oh my god.
And I go. Can you just stay here for a little bit? Can you just please stay here for a little bit?
Of course.
I thought it was you who does the siren voice.
We'll see.
It's kind of both of us.
Oh, okay.
And then in their kind of like creepy melted
just went
voice,
back over.
the siren's gonna look in the rearview mirror.
Oh boy.
The siren's gonna look in the rearview mirror and make eye contact with you
Sure.
and go, pull the car over. And then I'm gonna try and make him pull the car over.
How does Shulgi feel about this?
Like, how does he feel about being commanded, or how does he feel about seeing the siren and him speak at
Seeing
once?
this, I would say, how does he feel if Birdie had asked him to pull the car around? How would he have felt?
Well, Shulgi was going to anyway, but then he saw that he was calming down, so he decided, okay, I think we're good. We can keep on going.
Okay.
So I mean,
would-
if Birdie's in actual distress, Shulgi would pull the car over.
Here's another question. Pippa, do you have a help point towards Shulgi?
No.
You have harm?
I have a hard point.
A hurt point.
I have a help point towards Birdie.
Okay, so then here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a convince roll,
Okay.
add your relevant tags, and add 1.
Okay.
So whatever the value on the dice is, it's 1 higher than wisdom.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
Oh, golly.
So
We're
thank
losing
you.
dice.
The siren within,
Yeah.
silver tongue,
Sure.
the siren,
Yeah.
and siren song.
That's
Yeah.
4.
That's 4.
Plus 1 is 5, so
So
plus
5.
5.
7 plus 5 is 13.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Is
guess
that
I pulled
right?
the fucking car over.
No,
Not that
12,
dice
12,
go.
12, 12.
It might be, is it in the McDonald's bag?
Shulgi, you
Yeah.
feel that sort of feeling when like all of your muscles have tensed and then they release? And in that same sort of force where you always know what to do, you think it's time to pull the car over.
Yeah, Shulgy's gonna be like, all right, Jesus, sure. And Shulgy's just gonna pull the car over to the nearest, like, safest, like,
Yeah.
shoulder or whatever the hell.
Yeah, easy enough. You watch as the Prius sort of pulls over and you follow them.
Yeah.
Oh, are we here? I
and
get
then-
out of the car
Yeah,
and go to a
he gets-
dumpster,
he
and I
gets-
stop there.
He gets out of the car. I'm out of the car. Are you following us? You
Price
pull over
is-
after us?
Price
Yeah,
is.
I would say.
Am I
the
out
fuck
of
off.
the trance at
You
this
can't-
point?
It's just sort of like a thing,
Price
and
is
so you feel it
pissed
sort
off.
of
Price
fade off.
finally
of you.
got the seatbelt
I'd say
off.
because it was a 13,
Do I notice?
you don't notice
I
that
don't
you got
notice.
siren
Okay.
songed.
I was like, but do
it was
other
a
people?
12.
But do other people do?
Do other people
He's in the car.
That depends. Price, do you think you would have noticed, or do you think
you were too
you
distracted?
were too distracted in the whole thing? I think that Jason definitely.
He definitely doesn't.
I was asleep most of the
Yeah.
time. And now I'm...
It all depends
About
on
to
whether
throw
you
up.
do.
I think that we would just assume that's his intuition shit that he's
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
at. Like, I don't think any of us would have
Yeah.
gotten it, even if we were looking.
So this goes
So,
unnoticed as you pull
I think
off
it
to
goes
the side.
unnoticed. I get pissed off. I finally get the seatbelt off, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like yelling back
As
after you.
soon as
Jason.
Thank you. Jason gets out of the car. I follow him and I get out of the car and I'm assuming Delilah pulled off behind us.
Yeah.
I go and I get in Delilah. That's it.
You watch as Birdie just sort of comes up and gets in the front seat.
You could have just told us that you wanted to switch cars. Why did you make us stop?
I'm just like deep, like I'm centering my breathing.
Jesus. All right, can we go? Can we move on? Are we okay?
Guys, stop fighting!
They're just echoing out of the dumpster.
Why are you in the dumpster?
You'll see in a few seconds.
All right,
no.
you know what? No, Jason's right. Jason's right. We're
Here
on
comes a small
track
rat.
to do something pretty fucking crazy. By the way, do we have an idea as to what exactly we're trying to do here, or are we just going in guns a-blazing? What's the game plan, guys?
Am I still in the front seat?
Oh, okay, and
Into
he's
the-
I throw up in the dumpster.
Jesus.
and he's vomiting in the dumpster.
Price says, "Scope out the place," and then goes over to the dumpster to help you out of the conversation.
All right.
Price, as you're on your way over, your phone starts to buzz.
Pick it up.
You pick it up. Armand is calling you.
Swipe it immediately. Armand, what's going on?
Hey, so you said that there was something going on with a plant in Greenacre. What's going on? What is your current situation?
Listen, I'm trying to get some information on this place. Do you know this? What the fuck is this place?
Phoenix
Phoenix
Labs.
Labs.
What's this Phoenix Labs place? I'm trying to get intel on it right now for a job.
Did you say Phoenix Labs?
That's right.
Look, Price, if you're getting involved with Phoenix Labs, I'm not sure how much I can help you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Listen, you didn't hear this from me, but about a couple months ago, there was some company merge with Phoenix Labs. They're under new management, and we're not allowed to go anywhere near them. Some sort of thing with the higher-ups and funding. And
By some new company?
yeah, it was all very hush-hush.
Well, what's their deal? What are
I
they
don't
called?
know, Price. This is shit that's above my pay grade.
Come on,
This
what are you
is...
freaking out for here? What's
Look,
going on? I hate
listen,
you like
listen,
this.
listen. If you're involved with Phoenix Labs and I'm involved with you, I could lose my job.
I'm not involved with Phoenix Labs here. I got nothing to do with them. I'm just trying to learn.
Look, I know this is important to you. I know that this is all for your girl, but some of us have real shit on the line, okay? This
A
is
lot.
my job. This is my friend's job. This is dozens of good men taken off the force if shit goes wrong with Phoenix Labs. And I know you, and I know you're careful, but I also know that you're running with some interesting people now.
Armand, the shit I'm dealing with is real too. You know this better than anyone. This is why you helped me out in the first place. This is why you're helping me do this shit. What do you think anything's gonna get traced back to you for? Nothing. I'm with a fucking head of a fucking Shamash Industries, and you think they're gonna be looking at me? Come on now.
Price. I looked up a couple of your friends. And let's just say that they don't have the cleanest track record, all right? That guy Jason you're with? He's a fucking drug dealer. All right? I don't want to hear any more of this shit. Look, you're putting me in danger by getting involved with Phoenix Labs, all right? Either you drop it or I can't help you right now.
Sorry, Armand. We'll talk later.
You hang up. Damn. As you
Did
come
any of us
back-
hear that phone conversation? Besides him?
I think that even
tail
Jason
end of
would be
it,
in and out
but
because
yeah.
Jason's head is
I have
fully
not
in a
focused on
dumpster. As you're sort of like pulling up, let's see, what is the conversation between Matches and Birdie when you get into the car?
I feel like I'm definitely giving you silence because I could tell.
Yeah, I don't think there's a conversation.
I think
I'm sitting silently in the car, and the siren is there, so that's already
the siren's
like,
in the back seat. You can see
she's
through
giving you
through the
a fucking side eye.
yeah, through the rearview mirror, you can
Side
see that
eye.
same sort of like undercut pink hair and leather jacket, sort of like cut off at the sleeves, sort of scars and tattoos going down the arm of the siren as you see her, as she's sort of sitting in the back looking at you.
Yeah. I think I'm just staring at her.
It's very captivating.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm going back and forth.
He's
between
just
her
kind of
and
like
me.
leaning
Yeah.
like
I'll
this
probably-
against. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, keep on.
I'll probably reach into the glove box, pull out like a fucking Hershey bar or some shit.
I unwrap it. I start eating the Hershey bar.
I honestly take one square for myself.
Yeah, that's valid. I break off another, and I give you one more.
And I'm gonna take that, and then I'm just gonna start playing some kind of shit on the radio.
And eventually, after sitting in silence for a while, to the wonderful tunes of Jason's vomit, outside.
Yeah, Shulky's
As the
just
volume goes up.
Shulky's just kind of like leaning against like the driver door of the Honda Prius, and it's just like,
I'm never gonna get over that.
I guess let me know when we're going.
Eventually, after like a too long of silence, I'm gonna be like, I can't do this, neighborhood man. I can't do it, Matches.
What's going on, kid?
I can't. Bad shit happens here. Bad shit happens.
Bad shit, huh?
Yup.
Would it have anything to do with the giant fish sitting in my back seat?
Whoa, man! Don't
Wow.
talk about her that way.
Hey, man, I work with fish. I love fish, alright? It wasn't meant in a mean way. Meant
Okay.
in a good way.
Okay, that cool with you? And I look at the siren, and she kind of like nonchalantly like gives the most like she kind of rolls her eyes and is like, you know, and it's just like she's come to accept it,
I
and
want to turn around and just go, sup? And then turn my face forward again.
and then she's gonna put her hand on my shoulder, and that kind of like soothes him again, and he's gonna be like, I am so confused.
Well, you're a child, and I wasn't sure I was gonna have to give this talk again. But
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Okay.
And he's like, nope, not
I'm
nope.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh wow. This is the mental collapse right now.
And he's gonna be like, I don't know if this is good or bad,
Yeah.
and that is so scary. And then he's gonna be like, and I didn't say any of that out loud. And then he's gonna flip the coin, and kind of she's gonna and
blink, she's gone.
as she fizzles away, like back into the coin, she's gonna go shh, like a calming like shush, and like a hand on the cheek kind of feeling, but very like yeah.
So
And he's gonna be like, okay, I'm done. We should leave. We should go. We should keep going. This is important. We should keep going.
do you want us? We can turn around.
No, we should keep going.
As this is happening, Jason, you finally feel this sort of huge wave of nausea begin to relieve, and you can kind of stand up straight. You're a little shaky, and your fingers are really cold, but
Yeah.
you're okay.
Okay, thank you. Does anyone have any gum?
I'm gonna reach into
Great.
the glove box and then kind of like crawl
Crawl out of the sunroof?
Eh,
Yeah, thank you. I could go for like some rice or something if there's like a
What
Subway.
do you think? I have a whole
or,
fucking
I
home
don't know.
kitchen in here?
No, I just meant like if
It's
there's a
just
place to
next down
stop.
truck, but it's
You
not
get
that
rice
simple.
at Subway?
No, I mean like I need carbs. All right, I need carbs, and I
Well,
start
it's
chewing the
a-
gum. But it's okay. Let's
There's
just
a
do what we need to
McDonald's in
do.
this
All right,
neighborhood.
Well-
I've thrown up before. I'll be okay.
While this is happening, Shulky's gonna send a quick text to Eric. He's gonna say, "Hey, bro, I'm probably gonna be out a little late. Got some business to do. Just letting you know, giving you a heads up. The right roommate thing to do.
Yeah. Eric,
I haven't interacted with him, and I feel bad.
Eric goes, all good. Thought you should check this out, and sends you a news article.
Oh,
And it's an article detailing that the conflict with Shamash Industries has been resolved, and that the powers that be have agreed to give that piece of land to Shamash Industries in exchange for the building of the seawall.
Thanks for the heads up. And he's gonna read that article and just like his mood significantly decreases when he looks at this article. Like he's just like, oh my fucking god, deal with this bullshit again. And he just puts that away for now and he's like, are we ready to go?
Yeah, I think I can rally. Where is this? Is it close?
I think we're like about
You're close.
Yeah.
You're probably about a mile away.
a mile away, I think.
Okay.
According to my Shamash map. No,
Whatever.
Is gonna-
We're not going to that. Do we ever pass that big giant house?
We'll find out.
Okay.
Magus is gonna look over at Birdie and say, "You say the word, we turn around.
Like
and then-
you.
Put the car in gear, and I'm gonna say, catch up, and I'm gonna."
Oh, this is only a Honda Prius. This doesn't go that fast. Shit. All right. God damn it.
I'm gonna put it in like.
You gotta pull off and a car comes by and you're like, oh fuck, and you have to wait to get by and it's like two more cars and
Shogi puts on his turn signal. He's like, God damn it.
Your turn
hazards.
signal? Way to go, Speed Racer. Jesus.
I'm a responsible driver, okay? God.
Yeah, you're not gonna
I'm
never
not
gotten a ticket.
I've never gotten a ticket.
Driving a stolen vehicle.
Driving a stolen vehicle.
Technically.
There's a
Yeah,
brick
that's
on the
fair.
If we get pulled over, we're fucked. I want you
I
to know
should
that.
have taken her ID out.
You're gonna
Sorry.
fucking pass for her.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
Equal is true.
That's true. As you
Anyways, we're driving.
as you drive.
Sorry.
my ID though.
I forgot my identification officer.
As you make your way, you find yourself into Greenacre proper as you sort of pass, and for a moment it flashes by that cul-de-sac, that dead-end street where that huge house is as you pass through. And
he like grips the coin really tight. I think in the back of his mind, he was worried that Phoenix Labs was going to be that big house. And once we pass the house and we are not going there, there's like some relief that goes over him, and he chills a little bit.
as you
He
pass,
described it as like a big old laboratory place, like the images that Tara got. He did.
Well, you know,
Still.
we don't know.
that's
I
true.
mean,
Other
I
place
didn't
was a
see that.
parking
I
garage.
just know that we're going
I thought he
to.
told us. Sorry, my bad.
as you come sort of through and down, you take a lot of like half turns as you get down to this sort of like dusty dirt and gravel road. As you see a security checkpoint, there's sort of what looks like sort of like one of those like guardhouses with the thing that goes by,
Yeah.
and there's sort of like a bit of fence that goes off into sort of like forestry, just general trees that sort of begin to go out, and the path sort of goes down and then curves away, and you can't see past sort of the trees in the guardhouse.
All right. Shogi's gonna stop the car because he doesn't want to
Well,
be
we're
seen
in
with-
front of you.
I
Right?
know. So I'm.
Yeah,
I mean,
you pull up behind
Yeah.
them.
I very much would not have gone right through.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I assumed you didn't. So Shogi was just
Are we
gonna.
like pulled over?
I assume that you're pulled over a little bit ways to where like
Okay.
they can't like the guard.
Yeah,
can't see.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pulled off into like a bit of like you're off the road and into sort of like the trees.
Okay.
Shogi's gonna lower the window of the Honda Prius.
But it's like the squeaks that you get
Yeah.
when a window bits like.
Oh god, this car
It
sucks.
says how old it is.
It's
the
too
crank.
old. Yeah, it's got
It's the crank one. Oh
my
god, this
gosh.
car sucks.
1993 Honda Prius.
And as soon as
You know.
that's over, he's gonna be like, and he's just gonna point to the cars and be like, "What do we do?"
Well,
We have a guy that shapeshifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get a good read of those guys who work for this place?
No, I never did.
They probably want
wasn't
some
around then.
kind of ID if they don't recognize us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, then how the
Well,
hell?
there's always option 2.
What's that? Oh.
How big is
There's
this
always.
guard
I
tower
mean,
we
I can tell
see?
people to let us in.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like normal size, where it seems like you could fit about like 2 or 3 people in it. It's got slides for going in and out. And there is a place where you would have a key card to press in, and it would.
I think we've
Raise.
got-
You don't have any of that.
I think what we need to do, what my theory is, you and I need to go, and you need to get that siren out and try and persuade these
Yeah.
That's a
people.
good idea.
And as soon as you do, I'm just going to try and scan every motherfucker, and if we can convince them to fucking, I don't know, walk into the woods or some bullshit, I
Yeah.
can become one of them.
Try to take one of, make them give you their card.
And
Or if
maybe
they have-
Right.
because we're siren in many ways, we can bring someone who's strong and powerful with us.
One of you two.
In
And then
case
you're
shit
our
doesn't go
lookout?
well, we're
Sure.
not off.
Whatever you need.
You want to take the lead on this match, or do you want me to do it?
Absolutely slams the.
Against the priest, or I'm like, oh, gee, Jesus.
I'll sit in the car then to not raise suspicion.
And
I guess I'll stick with you.
Yeah, we can hang out.
Are we
And
walking up
I
to this
think
guard?
I started surfing the radio.
I think we're walking
Yeah.
as far through the cover of the woods as we can because we don't want them. We want to catch that. We're not trying to like attack them immediately, but we want to catch them as off guard as possible.
Maybe I shouldn't go.
Okay.
But we're
I'm,
like just in the. I don't know. Maybe
as
the
we're
bushes.
walking up, I'm flipping the coin. It's landing on heads. Blah 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 blah. And then as we get close enough to the gate that they could see us, tails siren.
Gotcha. You watch as it's just you two right now,
It's 3.
And
and matches.
Just kind of-
Okay.
Matches is behind us a little bit.
As you step out for a moment, it trips you up as you see the sort of shaky figure of Rihanna appear for a second, but you push it out of your head. It's not her, and you keep going.
Real.
As you approach this guard tower, the sort of front window that's there is mirrored, and you can't really see in. But as you approach for a second, you watch as sort of like a younger guy, maybe like mid-30s, in sort of like the security hat and the shirt and everything with the tie, comes up and goes, can I help you guys?
The second he's
I-
looking at us, I'm
Yeah.
I assume I'm gonna be the first one to talk.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go, hey mister, I'm so sorry. My dad works in there and I need to get to him. These guys are lost and they have some business. It's a really confusing situation and I don't really know how to explain it because it's my dad's business and I'm gonna be so real. I don't really listen when he talks. So I just like, can you lend me your key card so I can get through the security stuff and then I'll bring it right back as soon as I get them to my dad.
Okay. You watch as 2 other dudes kind of like come up behind him. One is sort of like
Oh,
older,
boy.
and one of them sort of like looks like in his like late teens, no more than like 24. I'd say for this, what you're going to do.
Cannot get caught in a scandal.
It's not going to be a stand-up.
Well,
I'm going to
we're
convince
we're
him.
scandal.
separated.
Oh.
I said
Scandal,
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 scandal.
I think this is going to be a hit with all you've got
Okay.
because you're really relying on the siren's power to
Yeah.
get this through to them.
So I just add as much as I can.
Yeah, whatever you think applies.
Oh, I got a lot, baby.
And just sort of like add them up. You don't have to list them off to me if you don't want
Okay.
to. Just add them up in your head and give me the plus to the roll.
Oh, here's the thingy.
There's 3 people I'm trying to convince.
Yes. So
7.
mass would. Okay, 7.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll.
so you automatically
Yeah.
half succeed on this.
Yeah, I'll hold that. Just to, because I don't want to use things that you think aren't gonna work. The Siren Within, Silver Tongue, Siren Song, Mass Suggestion, Nobody Suspects a Kid, I'm Just a Kid, and the Siren.
That's 7.
That works.
Cool. Ooh, 17.
Oh, wow.
17.
That's like an
So here's your
ultra
little list
omega
right here.
super
Okay.
success.
You get to choose 2. So this
The
is
whole
obviously
building.
Success.
the.
Hold on, I can't read. I'm scooting closer to
You're
you.
good. I can also turn this more for you.
No, it's okay.
Well, Pippa, thanks, people at home. Did you know that the Wizard of New Zealand has
Oh my god.
lost his job, apparently?
Wizard of New Zealand?
It's really
Wizard of
messed up.
Christchurch.
It's really messed up.
There's no job security out there.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Even
shit?
for
For
wizards.
wizards, yeah.
Because,
It's
I mean,
tough.
come on.
People at home, we've had a lot of
Okay,
fun
I'm
here, but at the end
gonna-
of the day, job security.
The collateral damage would be like anybody else knowing, right?
It could be whatever. You
Okay,
just
so-
choose the two and we see what happens.
I'm gonna say you control the collateral damage in hopes of nobody else knowing that this is happening. So in hopes of there being no collateral damage.
Gotcha.
So like I want to contain this event, and you take cover, secure. If you don't do this, we can improvise a status on you.
Just so everyone at home knows, apparently.
What does that mean?
made
If you don't
offensive
choose
remarks
this, they can
about
impose a
women
status
and
on you?
governments.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Which might be
So
part of
there's
the
a
reason.
Impose
he
a
was
status
taking
on
over
you.
the
What does
payroll.
that mean?
Oh,
Status is essentially
classic
like damage.
wizards. They're just all stuffed up
So
in
if I
their
don't choose that
towers.
one, they
They're
could
not
give me status.
socially aware.
They could.
Kind of.
They could.
We'll see. I get to choose.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna control the collateral damage, and I'm going to gain the upper hand. What is?
It's juices the stuff for change to the game. So I'd suggest pulling up the. You can look up the move list,
Yeah.
and I'd suggest pulling that up.
Okay.
And as well as any of you that have access to it, I'd suggest pulling up the move list because that just makes it easier for whenever you have to make a move, because then you have the stuff in front of you because you usually have to choose from a list.
Okay.
PDFs exist online,
Yeah.
and they're easy to get
Change the
to.
game.
I'm gonna go digging.
Oh fuck yeah! This is a
On a
great
hit.
song.
Do I have any?
Yeah, we're
to
just.
use?
I'm just trying
You
to
just
fill.
gained one, so you
Yeah.
have to use it.
Oh,
from
my
this.
girl! I love this.
But I
This
suggest
fucking
you
song
can only
is
use
so
from
good.
this stuff.
My girl
So
is good.
It is a
You
good
get to
song.
hold on
It's
to
on.
that for the moment.
Iconic.
Okay.
So much.
Oh,
you
so
gotta
it
get that
gives
multi-
me a
tasting
juice.
juice.
Oh,
Thank you.
not it
Yeah.
takes one
No,
juice.
it does not
You
take
But I
spend a
get
lot
a
of
juice.
lot
Yes.
of time
Okay,
radio surfing.
I follow.
In the
So those are my two, Eli.
mattress store.
All
Sorry,
right.
table.
We keep whacking the table tonight.
Yeah.
It's all right. It'd be like that
I
sometimes.
hope you like earthquakes.
So you watch as you say all this to them, and this sort of you watch as these reverberation waves of energy sort of like go over them, and their eyes sort of glaze over and stop, and then you go, oh, yeah, of course, yeah, guys. I think this is Jim's kid. Yeah, you're fine. You can come right through if you want. Is there anybody else with you, or
Ooh.
We're in the car. Just letting you know.
Yeah, there are two other guys that I think my dad said are gonna come through later. He told me to tell you about them. They're gonna be in like I don't remember. He told me what car it was. I think it's like silver and some stupid name that I don't know. It's like a car like a Honda Prius.
got it? Silver Honda Prius. Okay.
So there's gonna be there's two guys that are gonna come through and just like send them through. They'll be able to find. I don't know. My dad told them what to
All right, you're all good, and they hit the button and the gate raises.
So whenever you guys come through,
Oh, they're going in. Oh shit! Yeah, Shulgi sees that the gate's up, and he's like, "Oh, well, here we go," and he's gonna drive up.
You drive up, the guard nods, and the gate goes up.
That was so easy.
Yeah, she's
I
seriously.
thought I was gonna have
Alright.
desiccate disease. I was gonna get so excited.
So, I do have the list of moves pulled up on my iPad if anyone needs them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A sleigh.
All right.
Let's say.
As you make your way through the checkpoint, you
Yeah.
sort of turn further down the road, and you can see a large sort of white and chrome building with sort of the smaller branding in front of it that reads Phoenix Laboratories.
You know, you said that this company. Sorry to interrupt you.
Mhm.
You said that this company did work with mine, or like
Was a main competitor.
a competitor. That's what it was. Okay. So I do know this. Do I know what they do?
Primarily, they work in biomedical engineering.
Biomedical, right?
So stuff
'Cause of the
like
stuff in the lab, yeah.
manufacturing pharmaceuticals.
Vaccines
They
and
work
stuff,
in.
right?
They have a work in prosthetics.
Oh, right.
They've worked in like medical equipment, stuff like that.
Okay.
They've also worked with
My mom's probably worked with them.
farms and stuff like that for like genetically engineered crops and stuff like that.
Right.
Um,
That's more like my mom's department than my dad's. So just wanted
Yeah.
to know that. Okay. Cool. We're driving. I'm like, should I like park in a normal spot? How does this work?
as you come up, there's sort of there doesn't seem to be a lot of like parking spots, but just where cars have like aligned towards the beginning or towards the front of the building. there are these sort of like spotlights that are washing over it as night has fallen fully now.
Is there like a separate exit, or is that way the only entrance exit? That post.
There does seem to be sort of what looks like sort of like your classic like freight sort of incoming thing where you see that there's sort of a path that curves around the back.
Okay. Shoal, he's going to park the car near that.
All right, you pull around the back. Coming around the back, you can see there's your sort of general cargo bay where you have your large door.
Sure.
Your large sort of garage-style door, your set of steps that go up to this sort of exposed brick in the back.
Sure.
Where you can see there's a lot of like scuff marks where trucks have come through and like hit walls or like scraped across floors and ceilings and such.
I'm sorry, one more thing.
Do you think?
As we're passing by this area, do I see any security cams? Anything like that? Any security, anything that would signify that this place is under surveillance?
I'd say that as you pull around, you can see sort of your classic like white post security camera sitting sort of in the corner of the bay.
Okay.
Are we in the water, you said?
No, we're in a loading bay.
The loading. I was like, on the bay.
Loading
Where
bay.
did this water
Loading
come
bay.
from?
Also, I don't know if this is true or not, so I wanted to ask. When I asked the guys, when I siren songed them, I asked them to give me their card to borrow. I have that, yeah?
Did you ask for that?
Birdie did
Yeah.
ask.
Yes, they would have given you
Okay.
a security
You
card.
just ran through.
So I have a security
Yep.
guard
Mm-hmm. I did do that.
with one of the guys' pictures on it, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So if you need to double scan, I mean, you got the guy, but like, I also have his picture on an ID card.
Just letting you guys know, there is a camera here. I don't know how I want to go about that.
I
I'd
asked
hand you
for
the
it.
card.
And I immediately, I think, turn into the person from now on.
All right.
Cool. Shulgi's gonna think for a second. He's like, hang on a sec. Does that camera look like one of ours? It does?
It does. It looks like it was used through Shamash Engineering.
Shulgi's gonna pull out a phone and say, maybe this fucking thing's useful. And he's going to try that jailbreak app.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to, actually, can I invoke a weakness? Because I want to try and disarm that security camera. That's what I'm trying to do with my little jailbreak security app thingy.
Absolutely.
I want to invoke a weakness.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
I would like to invoke Jealous Gods, that one guy that texted me. I forgot the guy's name. But you know. Sayer, yeah. I'm going to text Sayer and I'm going to be like, don't get mad at me, bro. And as I do that, I'm going to use my little jailbreaking thing and I'm going to try and...
All right.
disable it to a certain extent.
Absolutely. I would say.
Yeah, I don't know what the action is here, but...
I'd say what this is this is going to be face danger.
Face
more
danger
than it
is
is going to be, more than it's going to be anything else.
Okay.
And I'd say that the danger you're facing is a group status of Spotted 2.
Spotted 2? Oh, okay. Sorry, gang. Hope this goes well. But if this works, then we'll be swimming in it.
Are you just disabling this camera, or are you disabling all of the cameras here?
Whatever camera that I can see that could spot us while we're in this specific area.
Got it.
So just that, I guess the one that I'm seeing for now, unless there's another one.
We can continue as we go.
We could continue as we go. But if I can get one, I could probably get them all.
Okay.
In theory.
So what tags are you using?
Shamash Industries opens closed doors.
I'd say that you can apply Metis to this as well.
Metis, I could, thank you. To walk a better path.
Sure. Absolutely.
And could I add either prove my worth or ambitious drive to this?
I'd say Ambitious Drive works.
5.
But now it's 4 because you have invoked a weakness.
I did invoke a weakness, so +4. I did do that. All right, here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Full success. You get a tick from Zaire that's just like a combination of emojis where it's like the middle finger and like a bunch of like other emojis as it...
He uses these way too much.
As you hit the button and you watch as the red sort of like light that you can see through the thing turns off.
We're good with security, guys.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I put
All
the
of
thing-
it?
For now.
Okay.
Hopefully. If they're... The
Base?
cameras are ours.
So you said there was a path around the back, and then there was the
Did you
door.
say based?
I've never heard that. What does that mean?
Do not tell him what that means.
Why?
Please, God.
Fuck.
I don't need people saying that.
Okay.
Jesus
You've come into a
Christ.
loading bay, so you've sort of come around, and it's this like asphalt that goes forward, and then there's a set of stairs that leads up to a small like lip of concrete where there's one of those like
Marking attention since I invoked.
yes, a standard sort of garage door, and then to the right is a regular handled metal door that has a keycard swipe point.
Well, I have a key card.
Yeah,
Yes,
So
you do.
you
I'd look at everybody else, nod, go and do it.
as you come out, you come into this huge incoming cargo bay. There are these sort of like cardboard boxes that are stacked up in the sort of the places. There is an actual like cargo container, like from a ship,
Sure.
that is here. There are sort of like metal containers, like plastic biomedical waste containers that are like bright orange and have the hazmat symbol on them.
Oh wait, so we're not in the building. We're in the.
You're in the building, but you are
Oh.
in the cargo reception area.
Oh right. Okay.
Max wants to go look at that shipping container you just talked about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Going up and looking at it, you recognize the shipping.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
I want to touch it. Just
It has your family's branding on it, and it has the like the
Yeah.
code that is on the bottom that like talks about like shipping and receiving dates. This is from the ship that went down.
okay.
Matches, you good?
No.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
This
Also,
is me.
what?
I'm
He
so excited.
what the fuck is my name? Birdie.
Birdie.
Birdie pulls the chocolate bar, like the remainder of the Hershey's bar, and like breaks it square off and goes. And like, for those of you who can't see it, because this is an audio fucking recording.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Can you describe for the folks at home, please?
Yeah, for the folks at home, I broke up a piece of a Hershey bar and shoved it directly at Tori's face.
Matches.
Matches gonna take it, but Matches is completely
Thank you.
silent, fixated on this.
I don't recognize this
this
stuff.
shipping container.
Double checking.
Is there a way I can get in it?
Yeah, there's your standard bar. As you get up to it, there is a heavy padlock on it, but it's like
Is it like a key needing, or is
it's
it like
it's a
code
key
needing?
needing.
Key needing.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have that key, would I?
no,
Considering
but you
this
can
is
always
my-
break the lock.
Oh fuck yeah! Hell yeah! I'm gonna do that.
All right, give me a few tags and give me a hit with all you got.
Okay.
There you go.
We can do this later, but meanwhile, Jason is looking at the chemicals and trying to discern what they are.
Ah, drug man.
Aha.
That's right.
Drugs.
And Shulgi's looking out to see if
Ouch.
there's any security, any people, just being on the lookout for that. If there's
Got
any
it.
more security cameras, he'll keep on.
Yeah, I'd say that you with your roll, you can still activate it as you.
I rolled up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good
I'm gonna
success.
do Power of the Dragon,
Mhm.
Blissful Rage,
Mhm.
Dirty Tactics.
That doesn't apply. It's a lock.
Wow.
Can't really use tactics on a lock.
Street
Hey,
Fighter.
Locke.
Street fighting can work. Street fighting can work.
Picking a lock is kind of like playing
Is that
a
four?
game.
Or is
Yeah.
that three?
Well, did you
Power,
add?
Power of the Dragon, Blissful Rage, Street Fighting, Stamina. I don't know. Magic Tattoos.
Magic tattoo can work.
Okay, that's four.
That's 4.
4 is good enough.
Use the vomit
That's
dice.
very good.
That's 8 plus 4 is
12.
Yeah.
That's a
Um,
success.
Good roll study.
With the success, I'd say that easily you watch as the sort of dragon tattoo swirls up Match's dominant hand as she swings, and you watch as the sort of like wing and claw of a dragon appears for just a flash
Holy
as
shit.
That was loud.
like
Oh, was that loud?
punches. It sort of begins to reverberate a little bit through
Just
this.
people could hear us.
Actually, this is a good time to look at moves because hit with all you've got has some options. You can control the collateral damage
Which I would do.
and do all sorts of other stuff.
You need to look at the list. Okay. She can pick how many?
2.
Okay. Hit with all you
Yeah.
got. This one.
Okay.
And you choose 2 of those things in the list.
Yeah, on collateral damage is gonna get controlled there, so nobody heard that. But also, I would say, let's see. I guess gain the upper hand.
That's
Mark that
pretty
you have
good.
a juice. And as you do this,
Yeah, juice.
you punch through. And you watch as the lock just sort of like perfectly down the middle, like shatters almost as if like you just like punched glass and it's splintered out. You just, as you catch the bottom of the chain, as you begin to unwrap the chain. Opening it up and beginning to look in as you push through. Inside is stacks upon stacks upon stacks of what looks like biomedical crates. So they're sort of like that same sort of like yellow or orange or green sort of like plasticky hard shell. And a lot of them are almost all of them are branded with Shamash Industries, as those are who you were doing the job for.
I forgot about that.
In the meantime, Jason, if you'd like to investigate,
I absolutely can.
There you go.
I would like to add, familiar with organized crime?
absolutely.
So real.
I'll add,
Shogi see the Shamash.
you think
We'll get to
black
that.
market access is applicable? I don't know. Or maybe partners in lucrative crime?
I'd say partners in
What is the
lucrative crime.
Cool.
if you do change the game, you can add the juice to
Because
like
I
make it
have
better.
2 now.
Yes, you
And that
can.
might be all I've got here. I maybe access my
do
members'
change
powers
the
and
game,
skills
yeah.
if you'll
To
let me
choose to
use
use
someone
it.
who I don't have
yeah.
access to anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you have
I'll
access
add
to
2
that,
to
so-
this.
Oh, that was all
That was a
out of
miss. Oh, the dice tray is what that was. Here we go. That is a 6 and a 4 for
10
10 plus my 2, so that's 12.
That's
Awesome.
a full
There you
success,
go.
baby.
All right, full success. You
We're
get to ask me
rolling
2
great.
questions.
Knock on.
Fantastic. What is in these crates, these containers?
Gotcha. So looking at these, a lot of it is your general like saline solution, run-of-the-mill IV bags. But some of these are like epinephrine and rescue inhalers, stuff like that. There's some stuff like there's like some serious like liquid drip painkillers, as well as supplies for suturing and surgery. These are sort of like standard stuff, like medical supplies that you would find at a hospital.
The most serious thing here is morphine. I don't know. Can I try to discern? My second question will be, can I discern from what I'm looking at, like what they might be trying to do with all this?
All of this seems to be stuff that is used in medical procedures, as if medical procedures were going on in here.
It just looks like they're like doctors or something. Like they're maybe doing a surgery, stuff for suturing, and
They are a biomedical company, but I don't understand why they have stuff for surgery.
it's yours, isn't it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
as you,
Shogi-
as you look into the thing behind matches, rows of these different like biomedical things that are
Oh my god.
branded with Shamash Industries.
Honestly, it's pretty mid stuff. Like we would never go out of our way for something like this.
Oh, and then I looked at matches, and then I put 2 and 2 together. I think at this point I'm like, oh shit, this was that. Oh, I remember this. Like my dad told me about this, and I brushed it off. It was like some kind of ship went down with our stuff in it. I remember we made some kind of a deal with this shipping company, and oh boy, oh why is this here? Why is this here? And he's gonna look through it and just like, is there any dates of anything? Like, is there like a paper with like, or you said there was a date somewhere?
Yeah, the code on the side of the thing reads that it's the same date. The dates line up.
Right. I was like, oh god. Okay. Great. I don't know why our stuff is in here. That's not good. This place is competing with us. And also, how did they get this if it's supposed to be at the bottom of the ocean right now?
I think they might have staged that sinking.
Oh boy.
I mean, how else?
Matches
yeah.
is going through it.
Yeah, no, I know. But
Matches,
Shogi's
you might
also.
have the answer that these people are talking about.
Do I? I don't
You were on that ship.
You were on that
That's
ship.
Right, I forgot.
You're the only one who survived.
I don't remember.
Shogi's also kind of like,
Oh.
oh, this shouldn't be here. Why is this here?
Can you do me a favor, Eli, and remind me personally?
Your ship went down. People are claiming it was a storm, but you recall that there was
the
a
giant.
With my logo, with my
creature?
with my company's logo on it.
Oh, I forgot about the seaweed smokestack creature.
Yep.
I have the answer to that, huh?
You do.
We're just kind of being like, yeah, this was like a bad kind of
Is
wreck.
there any
taking out the
paper
morphine.
around me? Anything I can write on?
You're taking the morphine?
I mean, I guess
There's
I will.
probably somebody
It might come in handy.
here who has like a.
We could
This man keeps
drug
notes, you
people.
know.
As I was saying,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna like just frantically start pulling through your
I'll-
jacket.
What the hell are you doing?
And
Matches,
grabbing
you.
a piece of paper. and
Oh my
then-
god, you could have just asked. Here.
And immediately, I'm gonna start drawing the thing from memory, and it's gonna look fucking cool because I am.
You're a good drawer? Is that
Yeah,
what?
sketch
but, well,
artist.
Practice clearly, and I'm gonna draw the thing, and I'm shaky hand. I'm just going to hand it back to you, and it's this like weird evermorphic, like half alive, half steel
What is
metalish
this?
creature wrapped in seaweed with a big smokestack on the top of it.
Oh, and did you draw the The logo?
The logo is
Yeah,
on it.
you can see the large sort of like S in the center, the blue and
And
white.
that's. I think it's just gonna kind of hand against the wall after that. And it's just the glow of the dragon is just kind of be humming,
What?
smiling.
Matches.
Matches,
Sorry.
get over it.
Patches is Izzy's dog. Matches. What the hell is this thing?
No
not gonna say
word.
anything?
No.
Why the fuck does it have our logo on it? This isn't anything we've made. Jesus, this looks like a mech or something.
You said it looks like a neck.
Looks like a mech, like a mecha,
No,
like
it's
a
like
Transformer.
like a transformer.
Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Is that movie?
well,
There's like big
I'm
robots.
I'm sorry if this is giving you trouble. I don't know what it is, but
It's taking every fiber and being out to light a match and set this whole place on fire.
okay.
It's
Well,
taking
let's keep note
There's
of
a
this.
lot of-
We need to figure out what's going on here. Are we just gonna go through the whole building? Like, what are we looking for?
That's a great question.
Is there?
What else do we see?
Yeah. What else is
Can
in
I?
this area?
Yeah. Can I be snooping?
And
Sure.
do you have another question?
I already
He already
asked
used both of
mine.
them.
Do we need to get information about what they're doing here, though? Is that our goal?
I mean,
I
that
Looking
would be
around,
helpful.
so there is a set of like bay doors at the end of this cargo bay.
Right.
But besides that, it's mostly just storage and incoming and outgoing cargo.
Have we
Remind
s-
me again. The creature came out of the ocean
Yes,
and sank the ship
it
and took the
just
cargo
straight
with it.
straight. It put its hand straight through the ship, essentially.
Yeah. And
Oh.
that's why the water levels
Have
are
begun to
ri-
rise
are
And
ever since then.
and what if
It's been
Steve
reported
grabbed
as
the
a
crate and took it back
natural
here?
disaster.
yeah.
Oh my god! This is
It's just
Chris.
the one crate from the ship.
There's a couple stacks of them.
Has Matches ever told? Because I know we had like conversations
I don't
about
think
what was
she
going.
would've talked about
You
it.
would never have talked about this until
But
now.
I think she would. She'll take a breath, and she'll start relaying this. She'll be like, "This is from my boat, from my family's ship." And she'll just start like every other word is kind of making sense, but
Right.
it's not full sentences. She's
And
just
sh-
saying like
yeah.
creature, the water. This is all about. It's just the water, and she's gonna start like sloshing at nothing.
Hey,
and
hey,
kinda
hey,
take a
hey, hey,
minute
hey!
and
Calm
then-
down, calm down, calm down.
Deep
It's
breaths.
just kind of.
Shogi's gonna like try to like, you know. No,
Need some morphine?
Oh, you were gonna say something.
I mean,
No. Bryce is just going, what the fuck?
Shogi's gonna be like, just breathe.
Yeah.
You're not there anymore. You're here.
Sorry.
You're not there.
Take it
No, it's okay.
seriously.
I know you can't take me seriously. But Shogi's trying to actively try to calm
Yeah.
Matches down.
I don't know that it is or isn't working. I think it's just
Sure.
It's kind of an indifference. It's just
No, I get it.
it's slightly working.
But like you piecemeal basically the info that about
It's-
this thing.
Yeah, so just like every other word, it's like the water, rising, water, creature, and shipping, container, hand.
Okay. Now I see why you slammed me against that wall that one time. Okay, it's just starting to make more sense.
Would I've known everybody on that ship. I would have, right?
easily.
And they all died.
They did, including both of your parents.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I forgot about that part.
Right. I feel like I would have. Ooh, life raft. Sorry.
Let's. Shogi's gonna lead her out of this shipping container because clearly it's giving her a lot of stress. He's gonna lead her out.
Yeah.
And just like sit her down, like help her sit down on the floor to calm down. And then he's gonna be like, whatever this thing is, I think this place has something to do with it. Clearly, if this thing is here, we got to figure out what the fuck's going on.
We found drugs.
Oh,
And
I'm matching
those-
You see Lucas and I, or sorry,
Jason.
Jason and I pocketing morphine.
Yeah.
My-
oh, guys, why are you pocketing all that
It
morphine?
might come in handy.
Oh, for your drugs?
Or for other things.
Morphine. It is an opioid.
Oh, you're gonna make more drugs out of
I'm
my
not gonna
company's
say
drugs. All right, cool,
I
whatever.
mean-
I didn't see this.
Right now, I'm just trying to
We could drug,
keep an open
not
mind.
us.
Yeah.
You know?
Morphine doesn't put people to sleep.
No,
It
it's
kind-
just a
kind of.
painkiller.
Really?
It's a painkiller, but it can
It's
also enough of
extreme.
it
If you give
will
that-
Oh,
fucking
well, yeah, enough of it if you
fuck
just...
the shit up out of
Are
all
there-
of your internal organs.
Yeah.
Are there syringes around here?
Yeah, going through some of the plastic bags.
We're gonna
There's
make
like
a
all
fucking
sorts
guard
of
of
things.
these.
Morphine
Might as well
syringes,
have
you
one.
psycho.
Yeah.
It's also a
I'm
good
gonna
trade
take-
substance. You know, there are a lot of people who are addicted to this stuff. So,
And you're gonna trade it to people to get them more addicted to this stuff.
well, in exchange for goods and services, yeah. I mean, I've done worse things.
Alright, I'm glad you could sleep with yourself
I'm
at
gonna
night.
pocket
Anyways,
both morphine
I mean, we
and a
can't
couple
all get
syringes.
handed money
Okay.
down
So
from our
any, like,
parents.
good
it's not like I asked for it.
Yeah, well, I asked for
Not
literally
serious
anything.
medical
so-
drugs. Are there any?
Alright, well, fair
Not
enough.
really.
Yeah.
Man, no good stuff. Ah.
Alright,
Did we see anyone
I was gonna
outside
say.
while we were in the parking lot?
There's a couple of like trucks and stuff. You didn't see a lot from like the front. But going around the back, you can see now that there are these two large bay doors with like the circular windows and the push. You can see that there is a hallway on the other side.
Okay.
Of it. That is very.
Are
wide.
there, there's nobody like actively there right now?
Not that you can see right now.
Okay.
If you want, I can try to find someone and get information out of them.
Or we can also just have
Yeah,
our
is
buddy
there
who already
any way
looks
in?
like one of them just walk
I
through.
mean, yeah, he can walk in. I just meant if,
Right.
if you need someone to actually ask, very suspicious questions about what they're doing
right,
here.
right.
And
If
what
there's
the
any
purpose
special
is.
room,
I mean,
Probably that your territory.
we can't
If-
really ask them that.
if this-
but I'd
yeah.
prefer to keep it safe because I'd like not to die again or whatever the fuck that was.
yeah. If this place is anything like that parking garage, there's gonna be some kind of hidden room somewhere. We just gotta find it.
Is there like a way back farther into the facility?
Yeah, it's through
It's-
those
those
doors.
doors
I
that
think
starts
after
driving.
I would fucking
Shogi
send
says that,
I do too.
Matches is kind of
Yeah,
just
at
gonna
this point we
start.
got it, right?
Is gonna go to the door but not open it. She's just gonna hold her hands on.
What if we
And
had
wait there.
what if we had Price go in and lure someone else back here and we can question them when they're
Sure. I think that's a good plan. Yeah, we just jump on.
just ask him for help or whatever and then yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I do.
So yeah, Chogi would be like, let's get out of the way of the door, and as soon as this person
Hide.
comes through, we just go.
Yeah. Should we knock them out? Tie them
I can
up?
restrain them, or
Are you-
matches.
I can just try to.
So you're gonna pull them back here, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna
and we're gonna try
interrogate
and
them.
figure something out.
You can like get in
Okay.
their mind.
I
You can
got
get in
it.
their mind.
I'll do it.
We'll try to figure it out. Do we have rope? Is there rope or something around here?
Is there room?
That should be the first. Well, we'll figure it out.
Price gets pissed off. I say you figure this out. By the time I'm back.
As you shift into the other person, you step out, and immediately as you sort of like get into this hallway, there's a hallway that goes left and turns to the left, and one that keeps going. The directory that's sort of up on the wall, the path that keeps going is toward. It says towards Lab A, and it says back from where this left is the archives, or it says archive.
Ooh.
Okay. And there's nobody around?
No.
Okay. I go to the archives.
All right, you turn. Coming up to the archive, there's another sort of like black door. Coming up to it, there's another key card swipe. You swipe your key card, and beep, it opens. You pull open as you step into this sort of like this room full of like filing cabinets. And there's nobody in this room either.
Nobody in this room.
There's just sort of like filing cabinet upon filing cabinet, and at the end there's sort of a like a desk with sort of what looks like a printer, copy machine, stuff like that.
A computer?
No, but a printer and a copy machine. Sort of that one of those independent like full things.
Like the
There's a-
towers. Yeah.
There's like a slot where you would be able to like connect a device, or
Okay.
it would theoretically it would work wirelessly, but there's no
Okay.
like standalone computer in this.
And it's just rows and rows.
Yes, of
Okay,
what looks
yeah.
like if you go up to one of the filing cabinets and looking into them, they seem to be records and transcripts of medical procedures as well as
Could you- Is it a newer enough like printer that you could go through like the recent print history?
absolutely. You can,
Did we did I pass any security cameras? Or did Shogi did
Shogi
you
has been
shut them
shutting
off?
So I've been shutting them
Okay.
off as we've been going.
I think I can notice this, and I'm just going to go back, and I'm going to say, "Hey, everybody, come this way." And
All right.
I'm going to bring everybody with
Sure.
me because
There's
I think
clearly
if we
nobody
can-
around right now.
There's
Gotcha.
nobody around, and if I can get everybody in the archives, regardless, we can make camp in there, and it's a more
Advantageous.
advantageous.
as you
decision.
step into the archives, you curve around, you hit the thing, you come in, and as you come into the room, Jason, you feel this sort of like weird headache start to form at the back of your head.
Oh.
Tara's alive.
She's there. She's somewhere here.
Can I try to inspect that feeling in
You
myself?
sort of feel that, and you shift and you close your eyes, and they're blurry, but you sort of begin to blink a little bit, and you're up. There's something in your mouth. It's a tube.
Oh!
There's something breathing for you, and it feels weird as you feel your lungs sort of expand and collapse on their own.
We literally said she was going to be hooked up to a machine. We literally said that.
Beep,
You're...
beep of a heart rate monitor.
Oh.
Sort of beeps next to you as you sort of begin to blink and look around. You are not in Tara's body.
Oh!
You are in Fabian's.
Oh shit! It's your guy! It's your guy!
As you can see, you are in a hospital bed. You are strapped on the shoulders as well as both wrists and both legs.
Wait, he's strapped to the bed?
Yes.
What?
His original, I thought.
As your eyes begin to clarify a bit more as you blink and
It's
look,
like his
you can
original,
see
like people that he took over.
there's a door, and it's sort of half open, and across there's another, what looks like an identical room to yours. You can see a hallway, and you can see where you're sitting is just absolute bare concrete walls, and
Fuck.
there's a mirror across from you, the sort of like wide ones, which you can tell is probably a one-way mirror.
Yeah.
As you sort of sit and blink, and you get these sort of hazy memories of being on the street and seeing something that you shouldn't have, and then there was a shock or something, and you were asleep. And you have been for a long time, and everything feels groggy and wrong.
Oh my god, he's here.
And looking around, you can see there on the back of your hands, there's numerous sort of like scars and previous markings. Sort of, you feel something on your chest hurts. And
I can't tell what it is.
try to like move your neck to look down, and there's a strap across your forehead.
Oh my god.
So obviously I try my restraints at first thing and it doesn't work, and then I'll notice the mirror and I'll calm down. It doesn't look like any place I recognize.
No.
Jeez.
I'm going to focus on Jason's body and say, hey guys, I have connection to someone.
Oh?
Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter because he's hospitalized. But,
Do you know where they are?
no, I don't.
But you're feeling it now?
Yeah.
Have
It
you
just
told us
started
that-
suddenly. I've never,
Oh.
yeah, this guy just went, the first guy that this happened to, I lost connection with him pretty quickly after.
How
and,
long ago?
Like, significant, maybe like, I don't know, a month.
Yeah,
Sounds right.
Does that line up
It's
with the disappearances?
before I met all you guys. But
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
yes.
the disappearances have been happening for a couple of months.
But does that like line up with the disappearance? It does.
Yeah.
I assumed he was one of them, but he's here now.
Like here,
Well, I
Right, you have-
him. I have a connection.
try and see if you can find any distinguishing things about the room. Like where we maybe
It's
I don't know.
barren. Is there anything?
No, it's just bare concrete walls.
Do you want me to?
Like the
door.
wind. Like look at the wind. Is there like a
There
window?
are no
Is there like
windows.
If something happens to my body here, please keep me safe. And I'm going to focus on his body, and I'm going to start calling out and say, "Hello, hey,
You're intubated.
You
Hey,
go
help!
You go to speak, and you just
I forgot there's tubes in
the
my mouth."
tube in your throat.
Well, I'm trying to spit the tube out. I figure someone who's watching me will probably do something.
I'm thinking about if I want to describe this or not, and I think for the people at home, I will not describe it. But we'll say, for the sake of things, you struggle to spit this tube that is very deep in your throat out. And you sort of get that sort of taste of like blood and plastic in the back of your throat.
Get it out.
You don't get it out. You sort of like struggle
struggle
with
too.
it, and it's not
Maybe this is
pleasant.
Jason starts retching.
Oh gee, oh god, not again, not again.
Someone has a phobia.
Okay, I start focusing on my own body again. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not gonna happen.
He's just like, he's got tubes in his throat, and
Alright.
his arms and legs are tied, and his head, and
Can't you tell like how far away people are? With you did that with Tara, right? Like can't you like tell how far away this person is?
I could tell about the things that she remembers and the things that he remembers.
But you don't know, like, where they are.
He doesn't remember getting there.
You don't have like a proximity locator? Like,
I
there's
don't
this
have-
many feet away.
I don't have a proximity locator.
Oh.
It's more like your brain making sense of
Yes.
two people's memories at the
He
same
is.
time.
Oh, okay.
He is me. If
Oh.
that makes sense.
Not really, but I can
Yeah.
kind of understand it,
It's
I guess.
hard to describe.
Yeah. All right. Well, if anything happens with that, I guess you'll let us know.
Yeah. I guess I will keep connection in the back of my head with whatever the fuck is happening over there.
It's weird that it happened
Now, yeah.
You think he's here?
It's the thought crossed my mind, but it doesn't look necessarily. It doesn't look like here, but there's a lot of medical supplies.
That's what I'm saying. This place is all about. They're
place
doing
is
some weird
huge.
surgery, tube medical stuff.
Right.
Anyways,
Regardless, let's get to those.
We should-
yeah.
items.
I was gonna
I
say,
wanna-
let's keep.
Look at
go
the
to that
archives. Maybe
printer
there's
and see what's
information
Yeah.
there about him. We're in the archives room.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start looking
Shulgi's
for
gonna start-
info on Fabian. I have his last name somewhere. It's on this paper. But
Seacaster. Nope,
I'm
that's a
going to
different show.
that
That's a
printer's
different
recent
show.
print history.
Got it. Going through recent print history. It's just a series of numbers and with letters in front of them. So like the first one was like A5163.
Doesn't describe the document.
B5163. And then sort of going through that, and then it goes, and it just keeps like a string of like letters and numbers having been printed.
Are these cabinets labeled with numbers and letters?
Kind of. So coming through, they're mostly in like order of like when you open them up, immediately you see it's like an order request form, and so this is like numbered. They're numbered by date, is what they are.
look at a month ago.
I'd say at this point we need to investigate
Okay.
Yeah.
to
Okay.
All of us? Or...
discern whoever's.
Yeah, I was
going
gonna
through
say
stuff.
someone
Shulgi was
who's
going.
good at it.
Shulgi was going through stuff as well.
Okay.
Shulgi was gonna start looking
Just
at.
because we're starting with matches, we'll have
Yeah,
matches.
star matches first.
Can I add anything? I
Because
don't
you were also going
know
through
that
stuff.
I can.
She was-
Yeah.
I was like,
Only
you two could
thing
if you
I
want.
can think of is three tactics, and that's not.
Are you like not good at
Yeah,
this?
there's a lot
Sorry,
of
bud.
info here.
I'm very much a
Physical.
Bruiser.
attack kind of guy.
You can roll two
Yes.
sixes. Here we go.
I rolled a 5 and a 4.
That's
Wow.
9.
Not bad.
Partial success. Did you add anything to that, or is it
I
just?
don't think I have anything to add to that.
All right. In the meantime, I'd suggest that you show the investigate move to matches, and we'll
Yes.
get you starting to investigate.
Here you
Because
Does
a
dirty
9 is a
tactics
partial.
work?
No, 9 is a partial success.
Yes.
So you have to choose from a list.
You choose one on a 7 through 9. So you choose one on this list of investigators.
In the meantime,
Okay.
Shulgi, if you'd like to roll.
Yes. Well, I need that, so I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
If somebody else wants to roll,
I mean, we're all looking. So
we're all looking. So
Yeah.
whoever wants to go
Do
next.
you? Is that fine? Can
Yeah.
I roll?
Absolutely, you can.
Let me look at.
I think your familiarity with illegal activities. will
Yeah,
be-
awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to use familiar with organized crime.
Mhm.
I'm looking for the guy. So can partners in lucrative crime work? He is literally my crime partner.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And I think hosts memories. could
Yeah,
probably
I was
work if
gonna
they're
say like
cross-referenced.
access hive minds memories. I'll do 3. This feels like an accurate summation. 6 plus 3 is 9.
9 again.
Is
9.
that a
I-
success?
Success.
It
You
is a
choose
partial
one.
success.
I
You
guess-
get to choose from the list as well.
Okay, I'm sorry. What is the move again?
Investigate.
So I guess the clues you get are fuzzy, incomplete, or part true, part false.
All right.
I guess.
Yeah, that's your thing for this. So what is your question?
Okay. Is there anything that I can see about from like what's been printed, and I can link it to know kind of what kind of like is there anything I can see from the printer history or from what's around me that I can use the clue to find which of the cabinets I should be looking in?
They all end in 2-3, and it is 2023, our modern year,
Okay.
which gives you clue to any document that's been recently printed is probably coming from a recent date.
What?
It was like 5, 1, 2, 3,
Do you
right?
need the
or
list,
something?
Lucas?
I have it.
501.
I mean,
2-3.
You choose
Put-
one from that
put it-
list.
5,
I
0,
mean,
1, 2, 3,
sure.
May 1st.
It's a bad
2023.
thing. I think you choose.
it
a
makes
bad
the
It's
the
really-
fuzzy incomplete
Or
part
January
For sure.
clues makes the most sense.
Depending
guys.
on which numerical system,
Other than
dating
there being
system we're
danger
using,
there.
if we're in the England.
I don't know if I'm supposed to roll or...
You can start stacking stuff up in the meantime. You
My
had-
question.
How many
I have a
times did you
9.
use? How many times
What?
did you use?
Oh, I used 3.
3, so you get 3 questions.
Oh.
Power is equal to 10.
Okay.
So
It's just on a 7 through 9 you have to pick a bad thing.
Ooh. Okay,
Yes.
my question is, where? I'm just gonna say, where is Fabian? That's my question.
Through fuzzy things.
Yep.
You think that wherever he is, it's most likely not at like ground level because there's no windows.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's good. What are they doing here to him? Like, what are they doing to the patients here?
From what you could see, there seemed to be some sort of thing where there were scars on his hands that
Yeah.
weren't there before, so maybe something to do with cutting him open.
Okay. Sounds bad. I got one more question.
One more question.
That's a
Either
tough
+3 or
one.
+4.
Okay, give me 1 second.
How did I don't know. I don't have a great question, so sorry if this is a waste. But how did they get the crates here? Little left field, but
From being in here and like looking archive stuff and like just thinking about like where you've been, it was most likely that they were brought in or shipped in through a truck
sure.
after being recovered from wherever they were.
I couldn't think of anything else, so that feels good. We know.
What
He's
are
here.
your?
So I'm trying to add metis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to add opens closed doors.
I'm not sure if that would apply.
Okay. Open heart, open mind.
How would that apply in this situation?
Well, I'm trying to look for things specifically using the notes that I had from the last place that I got information from, which is the guy's house, Choi's house. Trying to look for stuff from 1995, around the times when he was around that other company, and see if there's any correlation.
Gotcha. All right.
So it can.
I'd say that would apply. Yes.
Okay, and then either ambitious drive or prove my worth.
I'd
those
say
two?
prove your worth would be more applicable.
Okay, +3. I'll take a +3. See? Nope. That's
No.
2, 4, 5, 6. That's a 7. Partial
Okay.
success.
Partial success. You get to choose on the list also.
I'll do the fuzzy one, the same one they're doing.
The
Gotcha.
fuzzy one.
It's the only one that really applies, at least the one
Yeah.
that I would like to choose. I'm not going to do the puts me in danger one.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that one. So, yeah, the clues you get are fuzzy and complete,
Make it
part
interesting.
true, part
You can also
fake.
do whatever you're asking the questions can ask you one question as well.
Yeah, I did think about that.
But there's nobody here.
I'm here.
Oh.
The computer.
I'm always here.
Eli.
You know
is
what?
God.
You know what? I'll do that one.
comes down.
I want to switch it up. I want to be
Then
interesting.
we'll start with your questions.
So 3, right? I have 3 questions. Is there any correlation when I look at stuff from 1985? You said they're dated. All these files are dated.
From what you can tell, yes.
So I'm gonna look for stuff that ends in 95 because she's looking at 23.
Gotcha.
So I'm looking at 95.
Going through these
Is there any
archives-
correlation between Iris Unlimited and this facility? Is there any correlation? Any paper trail?
Gotcha. Going through this, the archive begins in 2014.
Oh, that's too recent. That's too recent. This company's been around longer than 2014.
Yes, but this going through this that also
well, this
clues you
isn't
into the
Iris
fact that
Unlimited.
No, I'm saying I know, but I'm saying that this
Going
should
through this,
also be older than 2014,
this-
I think.
as you can tell, like going through this, it brings you into this is the archive specifically for this building, not for the company in general.
Oh, it's the building. Okay. So this building is a new building. Okay, understood. Okay. Archive is for this. So there is nothing I can find on Iris in here. Like there's nothing about 95.
If you want to ask another question to that,
No. If I'm seeing that that's not the case and this is as old as 2014, then I'm going to start looking more recent history then around the last couple months. Is there any correlation between like a patient intake, anything like, oh, this person was checked in at this building, or this person came in this building at this time, anything related to the past couple months? Is there any correlation between that?
going through the last couple of months, patient intake does significantly increase.
Okay.
They're never referred. There's no like patient intake.
Right, but you know what I'm trying to ask, yeah.
But there are multiple things where it describes a subject.
Oh boy.
And subject and the date usually. The date of intake, it says.
Date of
Subject number and date of intake, and then there's usually some sort of distinction if multiple subjects are brought in on the same date,
Yeah.
such as like a -1, -2.
But there's no
Um,
like physical descriptor of the person or anything.
No.
Okay.
But there are some strange descriptors. Like
Oh.
going through one, it talks about suspect. Subject is suspect of high energy signature, stuff like that. It talks about probability of fluctuation, stuff like that. And you could tell that there's a larger sort of induction of these different subjects that have been happening over the past 3 months.
You said that last part over the past 3 months. What did you say?
More subjects have been coming in.
Okay, more over the past 3 months. Okay, so there's that correlation. All right.
Does he?
Over.
If you don't give him this information, that's fine.
Yeah.
But are there ages?
No, it does not say. Any.
Yeah, it just describes them by like a serial number essentially. Okay, I have one more question. I'm trying to think. Oh boy, this is high stress. In this archive of this building, is there any reference to that crate that we just passed upon of her ship or anything related to the materials that they have acquired
Gotcha.
around that time? Because it was
Yeah.
there should be enough information.
Looking for the correlating date, it talks about a subject. It talks about an intake of new. It essentially describes that there was a procurement of a new resource,
New resource, okay.
or additional resources have been added, and it says are to be routed to Lab F.
Oh, that's important. Are to be routed
Additional resources?
to lab.
But it doesn't say what those are.
F.
No.
It just says additional. Okay. Well, I think I know the next place we should go. It talks
Can
about
I-
a Lab F.
We're
Can I
both
also
we're both
investigate?
investigating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, you need to ask me a question though.
I do need to ask you a question. Go through your stuff and figure that out in a
Yeah,
moment.
whatever.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna-
I'm right. Yeah.
Okay. The question for Shulgi.
Yeah.
What does Shulgi not want to know?
Oh fuck. Shulgi doesn't want to know if his dad or the company have been involved with this place at all in the past couple months. He doesn't want to know that.
Absolutely. All right.
Cool. Glad to know that. Glad that you know that now. That's a good question. You're like, God.
I'm going to use I get what I want,
Mm-hmm.
work the system,
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
connect the dots.
Yes.
Plus
absolutely.
3, baby.
Hell yeah.
Plus 3.
There you go.
Roll your 2d6.
8.
8.
Partial success.
Partial success.
I'm going to use the same thing everybody else.
Okay.
So
all
you're not
right.
going to do the question thing. You're going to do like partial fuzzy.
What do you mean the question?
I did a different one than they did.
What did you do?
I
You
did.
did the same thing.
He can ask you a question.
No, my bad. Where's the investigate? There it is. Whoever or whatever you're asking, Eli, can ask a question in return. You
I've
could do that one, or you can do the one that they're doing, which is the second one. The clues are fuzzy and complete, or part true, part false. Whichever one you want to do. I probably wouldn't recommend that one.
Yeah, let's not put ourselves in
Let's
danger.
let's not do that.
Yeah, I'll
think
do
we're gonna do that
the
for
fuzzy and
ourselves.
complete or part.
Part true, part false. Okay.
You have 3 questions.
What's your first question?
My first question is looking through these archives. Is there anything that relates to a change in ownership? Or like, do the documents like change who's? Because Armand told me that
Cool.
recently it's been bought
Changed
and that
hands.
something's changed hands. So is there any indication
yeah.
that
That's a
something
good
has
point.
changed hands? Like, are there logos have changed, or the way things are written has changed?
This is something that nobody else would have been able to catch, but going through this, you can see about a year ago, year and a half, the font for all of these different documents, though very slightly, has changed, as if they were being
Wow.
printed in a different standard.
Hey guys, when I was on the phone with Armand, he told me about this company changing hands, and it seems stupid and small, but I'm looking here that the font has changed about a year ago, so I think
Well, that's certainly something.
it's certainly something. I don't know what it means, but I think that the information I was getting was true.
As you all sort of like come to look at this, Shulgi, you recognize this font actually. This font has been on every company email you've ever gotten. As it sort of sits
The
there
new
and
one?
stares you in the face.
Shulgi's just complete drop. as he's seeing this.
And we
he's like,
notice that?
I'd assume it'd be very obvious.
Yeah, no, Shulky isn't hiding it. He's just
What's
like,
the issue?
oh,
What's going on?
It's just a font, dude.
No, that's
What do you know?
my font. My company uses this font in every email that I've ever received. And Shulky's gonna like kind of forcefully just take the paper from you and just look at it further. He's like there's no.
The font is the same. The spacing is the same sort of like
It looks
format.
identical.
Yes. You can also see where sides have been taken in as it's sort of a smaller size. And you
Right.
can see every time you've ever had to print anything in the office,
This
it comes
is what
out
it looks
looking
like.
just like that.
Who does your emails?
Yeah. Do I know who does our emails?
Your sort of like company protocol is run through a program.
Oh, it's what's the program?
It's just a general like font reorganized, like a reorganization
Okay.
program that sits it to like it's a company standard.
Okay, company standard. But that's Shamash company standard.
Yes.
Yeah, no, Shulky's just gonna like stare at this for like a very long time as everybody else is looking for shit, and he's just like in his head
In the meantime,
hard.
what's your second question?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, okay." My second question. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna get this far. Let me think for
Yeah,
a
you have
sec.
2 more, baby.
Yeah, I got 2 more. Let me think for a sec.
You can start adding your stuff.
I looked to see if anywhere here there's a layout of the building, like a blueprint map of where we
That's a
are.
great idea.
You looking around, you find in the printer like something matches up, and you hit print, and out comes what looks like
Sweet.
a map of not the floor you're on, but one of the lower floors. And you can see there's an exit, like a stairwell, but you do not know how to get to it from this level.
Okay. Can I? Can I know what it looks
It
like?
seems to be the level underneath is sort of like towards the most western side of the paper, or like of the layout. There is a staircase icon that comes down, as well as next to the staircase icon there is sort of like one of those like T-bar things, where on the other side there is an elevator that comes out and then comes down a large hallway where it lists labs C through G, going down that branch out and come up into the
F being
floors.
one of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's got to be it. There's no windows.
Yeah, and Lab F, it says here that
Yeah.
all these resources. Yeah, Shogi's kind of like snapped out of whatever stupor he was in. He's going to pocket the paper. And he's going to say, yeah, Lab F, they said there was a bunch of like resources being diverted to that lab. I don't know what they are. It's not specific. We got to get down there. You have one more question.
I do have one more question. I look to see if there's any protocol about the number of people that work in this facility, like any documentation of how many staffers they have here.
Night security. Things
There
like
are currently there are 2 people listed. So essentially, you see like a payroll update. Essentially, there are currently 2 people listed on staff. There is
Only 2?
There are only 2 people listed on staff.
What?
There is David Borowitz
Okay.
and Isabella Carmine.
Wait, I know those names. Why do
Yes.
I know those names?
David Borowitz is the head of mechanics and engineering for
You're
Shamash Industries.
Fucking kidding me!
And Isabella Carmine is in charge of public.
She's the one that hates
she's-
me.
Yes, she's in
Oh
charge
my
of PR.
God!
It is.
Isabella
And there's
and
no like security detail, like nothing of that's on.
It does not mention any form of security.
and their staff for this building or the company?
They're staffed specifically for this building.
Or
David is mentioned under lead, head scientist, and Isabella
wait, hang
is listed as essentially her title is it's a strange title. It is
okay.
it is subject provider.
Oh, you've got to be
shit.
kidding me! Oh my God! I knew these. I don't see this. I think you have it, but like,
Yeah, you don't see it yet.
I go, I just show her on the paper.
What about the
Two,
three?
and I just say 2 staffers?
What about the 3 guys at the fucking gate?
Yeah, I don't know. Look at this.
What? Shogi picks up the paper again. He's like,
They say only 2 fucking people work here? What the hell's going on?
That's
You-
pretty
I
secret shit.
fucking knew it.
It's a big-ass building.
You scanned those people. They were real people,
Yeah.
but they're not getting paid.
Well, maybe this is just
this
research.
might just be like the researchers, and then there's
Shogi's
guards.
muscles are fucking tense right now, dude. These two people are two of the heads on my company's board.
That's not good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
That just is not like any
Can I?
of
I'm
this.
looking. I also look at the paper. Is
Yeah.
there any like detail on the paper of like outsourcing security?
That's what I was thinking. Is they
no.
were outsourced.
There's nobody
There's
else
only
is
two
getting
people
paid.
on the payroll.
Wait,
Only 2 people on the payroll.
And
There's
the building is how big?
The building, from what it looks like it's pretty large on like the front side, but it looks like it expands even further. underneath.
Bigger than what
So
two
two-
people should
Absolutely.
be working there.
2 people are getting paid, which means that all of the other people are either volunteers or subjects.
That could be the case.
It still could be outsourced
scary as
guards. No?
What?
But
Question.
if it's not on payroll, then they're not
Does
paying
Zaire
anybody
like
to
the
provide
other
the
company
guards.
members,
Does
or
that
is
make
it
sense?
You
Like, they're
know
not paying-
very little about Zaire,
I don't. Okay. I just wanted to see.
especially his personal opinions.
All right. I just didn't know. Okay. I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, he is definitely keeping this paper as well. Even both of those papers, because that is damning evidence, and it literally, Shogi just confirmed his reason for hating the people that surround his father. He just got complete physical evidence that these people are bad, and
You
he
should
knew it.
expose the
Is there
company.
a way out of the
I can
archives
totally
that
do that.
Yeah,
count?
you can go back out
I'm
to the
surprised
left.
you were
still.
so
I'll
on board.
investigate.
You need to
I'll wait
investigate.
until
Please
after.
give me
These
your
fucking
tax.
people have ruined my
I don't
company's
really
image
know what
for
you're gonna
years.
let
I'm
me
tired of
We'll
it.
just
use.
run them by me and we'll see.
I was gonna say light on my feet.
I don't think that applies here.
Okay. Peripheral vision.
These are all things for like protecting yourself. I'm not sure if they would
Okay.
apply in investigating paperwork.
He can see something at the corner of his eye. I
It's
don't know.
kind of sketchy.
The other ones that I was thinking of using, but I feel like you're gonna say no, are like I'm just a kid or nobody suspects a kid. But that's like if somebody walked in.
Yes.
Yeah.
These don't necessarily apply for searching through
You know,
paperwork.
What
You can
about
always roll
what
the
about
dice.
what about willful dissociation? And I am trying to not think about the fact that this could be answers to the siren. If I actively
Okay.
I say
Okay.
that anything
Okay.
about the siren could be omitted.
Okay.
You can invoke a weakness, Dag.
I was gonna say that
Yeah.
you can use this, but I will be invoking apathy.
If I don't use it, do I get no questions?
You get 1. The rule is minimum 1.
So you can either do minimum 1 and
Well, but I would still get one, and it would
Yeah, no
it
matter
would
what, you get
cross
1.
it out anyway, so I wouldn't get plus anything. So
that
I
is
just
correct.
okay. So I just get one question. Sure, straight roll
oh boy.
5.
5 total.
Yeah.
Um,
Roll 5 shit.
Those dice
We had
are
been
not
good up to this point.
We've
Don't
been
worry.
good. We got into the
Here we
room with all the
go.
information. We're rolling like shit.
what happens is while this is going
I'm
on,
gonna fail. Somebody's gonna come in.
you start to like go through stuff and you're like, maybe this file will happen. And you sort of look at it, and as you start to go through things, you're just sort of like, then none of this makes sense to you. And you pick up a file and you look at stuff, and you feel this twinge in your back
Uh-oh.
and this burning in your pocket as the coin in your pocket is beginning to heat up more and more.
Oh Jesus! That's
I
not
take
good.
it off, flip it, tails hit it.
You all watch as the siren apparates in the room and grabs the paper that you're holding and shoves it in her mouth.
What the hell?
What?
She could do that?
I thought she
It's
was
gone?
not
It's
physical.
gone.
I thought she. I
She's
thought.
not. She doesn't. Well, we haven't been able to touch her. She can go through
Wow.
things. People can go through her. We've never put fucking objects.
Is
through
she
her.
like? In
Does she look
desperation?
She
angry?
does not move. She just stands eerily still in the middle of the room.
Has she ever done that before?
No. I take another paper. I hand it to her.
She doesn't react.
It's just that one specific one that you had in your hand. Oh.
Spit it out! Open! Open your mouth! And I start to claw at her mouth.
As your hand sort of passes
No!
through, she looks at you and she opens her mouth. Nothing comes out, and you feel another feeling in the back of your head as your eyes blink, and all of a sudden you're back down there, and you can see there is a man standing over you. His hair is sort of thinning towards the top. It's brown. He has a lab coat and sort of a red polo on, and you watch as he pulls the tube out of your throat.
Oh,
I don't like this, Eli.
I don't want to play anymore.
You're awake. And that's where we'll go to break.
Eli.
And we're back. Last we left off, you had infiltrated Phoenix Labs and found out a lot of things that you might have been better off not knowing.
knowing.
Especially Shulgi.
In the meantime,
And losing things, apparently.
yeah,
Fucking incorporeal.
Yeah.
Ladies.
the
Being.
intubation tube is pulled out of
Oh,
Fabian's
David's
throat
right there, dude.
as a sort of balding, brown-haired, older man. He has a lab coat, but he also has a red polo on and some jeans as he goes, "You're awake."
Who are you? Why am I here? What's happening?
Don't worry about it. As he sort of like takes out a clipboard and starts writing some
I'm
stuff
worried.
down. No, that's valid. Look, long story short
Valid.
is, let's say you got into some trouble.
I don't remember, so
That's all right. The details aren't important. What is important is you're here now, and I'd suggest cooperating.
that's
for the time being.
fine. Can you let me go?
Not at the moment. I have to ask you a few questions first, if you don't mind.
If it'll help me get out of here, yeah,
absolutely.
sure.
So, what is your name?
My name is Fabian Demora.
Fabian Demora.
That's definitely his last name. I didn't make it up.
Weird name.
All right, Fabian Demora. Do you have any idea why you've been unconscious for the past month and a half?
No clue. I mean, I didn't even. It's been a month and a half?
Yes.
Shit! Bad acting.
Yeah.
My! I had no idea!
Oh, rats!
Golly me.
Now, Mr. Demora,
Jeez.
have you,
Cheese and crackers.
has anything strange happened to you recently that you can best recall?
Yeah.
Have you been seeing anything
Yeah, I woke up here in this room
Yes,
with all
bef-
the shit in
before this? Hallucinations, things moving when they shouldn't be.
Nothing like that.
Have you come into contact with anybody that you might have deemed strange? Have you encountered anybody who has offered you a strange deal?
You.
Or
Yeah, you know, nah, nothing like that, no.
I see.
Except for this guy writing on the
Alright.
clipboard right now.
Yeah.
And he puts the clipboard on what you can see now is sort of like a side table, and takes out a flashlight and begins to check your eyes.
What the fuck is
Come
going
on, man.
on?
Sorry, I know it's a bit jarring, but you did kind of just wake up very suddenly, and
Yeah, and what's that about?
well,
Why was
you
there
are-
a tube in my mouth?
You are at a treatment center. You've been in what appeared to be a coma for the past month and a half, and we have been treating you in the meantime.
How did I get in this coma?
We're not certain. You were brought to us on strange terms.
Who brought me in?
You were brought in by, well, the ambulance report, and he takes out, he sort of like flips through your paperwork and goes, the ambulance report says that you were found on the sidewalk by Z Slate Mattress Store in downtown, and you were recovered, fully unconscious.
I bought my mattress from that place.
All right.
It's definitely legit.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
And so
Yo.
you were recovered.
Ain't no
and,
way.
So far, you've been in a comatose state, and you've just awakened. Do you have
So
any
bad.
family members that you'd like us to contact or anything like that?
Yes, definitely. I definitely do.
All right,
And
can you remember any of their phone numbers, email addresses, anything like that?
Yeah, and I'm gonna say the phone number to Z Slate Mattress Store.
Oh
I can't
my
think of anything.
God.
All right.
I don't know his family.
All right, your family will be contacted
Oh
shortly.
no, I want to call them. Please, let me call them.
Okay, give us just a second.
Thank you.
Mr. Demora. And he says,
Can you let me go?
yes, of course. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to check your IV drip to make sure that you are all good. And he takes a syringe out of his
Yep, he's gonna
lab
put you back
coat
to sleep.
and
What are you doing?
pulls up a... I'm just refreshing your IV.
You're a
as he,
fucking jackass, you son of a fucking...
As you feel
bitch.
your eyes begin to slowly close.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely just...
Are you? Did you wake up?
Yes,
Jason?
I am now.
I was going to say, Back
This
in
is
what had
Jason.
happened during that, you watched as the siren opened her mouth, and Jason just fully fell
Oh,
unconscious.
Shogi catches it before his head
As
can hit
soon
the...
as that happens, I flip the coin and get rid of her.
And she's gone.
What the
And
fuck was that?
That like her what I saw as like putting somebody else to sleep or like doing something without me is like very conflicting.
Oh, because you
Or-
like trust her. You
Yeah.
like her a lot.
So that was like no bueno for Birdie right now. So Birdie's not doing too hot.
Yeah, I catch Jason before his head can like hit anything and like he gets injured. I just catch him.
After about like a minute,
I kind of like rustle him a little bit. Like, Jason, you good?
you blink and you're back. You're
Fuck you! Oh, Jesus! Shogi's like, oh god,
Sorry, shit.
what happened?
This guy, he came in, he was wearing a lab coat, and he took the tube out
What
of
the
my
fuck did he
mouth.
look like?
He was balding, he was in a lab coat. Brown hair.
Okay, I mean, that's not...
I don't know, man, he's a scientist. Did I recognize him? No.
But like, does that...
it could be David. You're not sure.
Well, that if the names are lining up and if it's who I think it is, that's David.
But he fucking drugged me.
He drugged you?
Yeah, he pulled out.
What do you
he
mean?
pulled out a syringe and put some shit in my IV. So,
Oh shit!
I mean, it's.
What the fuck are they doing?
Did you
here?
hear anything about what they're up to?
What did he?
I
Yeah,
asked
what did he say?
a lot of questions, but he wasn't keen on. And it felt like we were both telling a whole lot of lies.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. They said that he found me passed out outside of Z Slate. He found a Fabian outside of Z Slate passed out. So,
Jesus fucking.
I guess
Christ.
it
that
makes sense, but I don't know if we can
that
trust him.
that doesn't track very well
Are
with
we still in
what
the
these people are
archives?
doing.
I gave him the store's number. I probably shouldn't have done that.
We'll figure this out. We got. I think. Was Birdie gonna look for stuff? Did Birdie already do the rolls for?
When Birdie looked for stuff.
Oh, that's what happened. That's
Oh,
right.
it
You
ate
fucked
the
it up.
paper.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
So, can I start walking out?
It was.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta find this.
we have
lab.
the map. I mean, it's got to be down there.
Well, we gotta find the stairs.
We gotta find the stairs.
If it was in the printer, that's where I was, so I probably grabbed it. And had
Well,
it.
the only other way was to lab A, for now. So it sounds like we have to go through a lab.
Yeah.
We gotta go downstairs. We have to get
The right
downstairs.
area.
And the only way the only path we haven't checked is the path to lab A.
All right.
Keep your eyes
Might as
peeled.
well, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
These two fuckers are down here somewhere. Yeah, Shogi's now on a mission. He's like, if I fucking see either of them, I'm kicking their ass.
All right.
I'm with you.
I'll let you know if anything
This
happens,
is like,
but I don't
yeah.
feel optimistic.
If you feel Fabian, let us know.
I'll
All right, we gotta find these fuckers. And Shogi's gonna follow matches with the map, and I guess the only option we have is to go to A, right?
Yeah. You head into Lab A, and as you walk through this sort of set of double doors, there is sets of lab benches and tables
Sure.
that go through, and on the other end is what looks like what would be like a freight elevator.
Not again.
We knew there was an elevator to get down to the lower level.
There was an but we already knew that though. Mm-hmm. But you're saying in order to get to Lab F, we have to find a set of stairs.
Or there was an elevator on the blueprint as well.
Oh, you said elevator or stairs. Okay. Oh well, I guess that's our.
Well,
way
let's
to-
look at this
Yeah.
room first for a second.
For sure.
We're in a lab.
Mm-hmm.
What do we see?
Lab benches and tables would look like this is like a chemical lab. So there are like stores and there's like you can see a door that would be a chemical closet, as well as washing stations for glass pieces.
Does it look like used? Like people are actively...
There are stations where people could hang up lab coats, and they have lab coats filled up there.
It doesn't look like they've been like making anything here.
Or if whatever was made here, it has been very thoroughly cleaned.
Yeah. Okay.
I think just elevator.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we just go.
You
All right.
come to the elevator, the doors open up.
Is it like a normal looking elevator, like one of those like shitty elevators that we saw on the
No,
freight
it's
elevator.
a freight elevator.
It's
So
freight,
it's,
yeah.
it's the same sort of like large steel doors. It is industrial in nature, but it is
Sure.
also very sleek
Sure.
and modern.
Okay. Looking for the button that takes us to the.
Right now it says that you are on 1. There is basement 1 or B1 and B2.
What?
So there's an additional floor.
Oh boy.
B1, right, to start.
I mean, might as well, right?
Do we have any indication what floor the map is of?
No, we
Okay.
don't.
It doesn't say what floor the
What are the letters?
A through F, or G, I think.
No, it didn't start with A.
B1, B2.
Oh, sorry.
No. On your
it
map.
started with
The labs.
The one that I have.
It started with. It was through G.
Yeah,
But what did it start with?
It was B through G.
B through G.
B
So
through
the
G.
first one.
Yeah.
Because if this is A, B would be one floor
right.
down.
Yeah.
But we're going to F.
Yeah,
Which is on
well,
that floor.
which is on the same floor
A,
as B.
B,
Oh.
C, D, E, F,
Oh,
G. So
okay. Yeah,
it'll
so,
be
yeah, B1, right?
presumably.
Yeah.
All right.
one.
Be careful.
B1. Oh, yeah. Gonna... Cloth, B1, in case some fucking shit on the
I
button
have
does something.
a syringe full of
Morphine.
I
wrapped.
also
Oh,
have
no.
a syringe full
You know,
of
just in
morphine.
case.
If I have a cloth, just
Don't
use...
It's the only weapon I have.
Hit the button, but
I
without
won't.
using my actual finger to touch the button.
Yeah, you as bing, as the elevator.
What elevator music's blasting right now?
There's no elevator music.
Oh, lame.
Just the sort of sound of
Oh my
the,
God.
the things moving as you. The doors open. It is a long medical hallway.
It's just one single hallway?
Yes.
Doesn't break?
It does not break at all. As
Jesus.
you see,
No service down here.
you see windows
Probably
going
not.
along. You see lab B, lab
One
C,
way.
D, E, F, G at the end with
F?
a set of double doors.
Looking in the windows, can we see in?
Yeah.
As you step forward and out of the elevator, going down the sort of hallway, looking in, first of all, in lab B, you see people working.
Oh shit!
Oh,
How many?
Hide.
You duck down as you sort of move. It's just a set of people that seem to be. They seem to be taking what looks like these. They seem to be like prepping these medical things. So they take out IVs and they fill them with.
Oh my god, they're doing
saline,
surgeries.
And they.
What direction are they facing?
As you walk in, none of you were stealthing. As you step by, they do not look up. They do not notice you.
So
they do
can
not
we-
acknowledge
but
you.
they're through the glass.
They're through the glass.
because they can't see out.
But are we seeing their faces?
You can see about half of
Oh,
their
it's
faces.
one-way glass. That's right.
Like, can I see
I
enough
will
of
relay
somebody's
that
face
so we
to
all
scan
know
their
that there was
eyes?
Yes.
Then I'm going to scan one of their eyes and
Nice.
just immediately become whoever that person is, just in case.
Yeah. So you watch as you scan and you become sort of a larger man with... they all seem to be wearing what looks to be scrubs almost.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Sort of like this beigeish scrub.
This is terrible.
This is really bad.
This is fucked up.
We gotta stop this guy.
In the next one, looking to the next lab, it seems to be these two ones that face each other just seem to be places where these people are working tirelessly, prepping these kits where they put like saline drips and morphine and syringes and other things. Underneath goes a surgery kit, and they pack it up into one of those Shamash Industries plastic containers, and it is moved to the end where a box is stacked and filled, and then another person comes in from another set of doors and takes it and dollies it out.
These fuckers are using my company.
None of them look like the
The
guy.
other way around, buddy.
No.
He's in F. And I start walking to F.
Yeah, I'm also Shulgi's
We're
gonna.
all booking it.
We're all
Walking
going.
past as you keep going.
Do any of them?
Any way?
Oh.
Sorry. Is there any way we can bar the doors from our side? Do we see
Yeah,
anything that could
you
work?
can. So I'm not sure if there's anything that could work, but they are like handled doors.
Okay.
So you could, if you needed to, stick something through the handles.
I
Is
don't
there
have
anything around that we think that we can see? Slash, do we have
This
anything
hallway
on us?
is barren.
There's nothing
In the
here.
freight room, though, there's got to be something.
But we'd
Is
have to
that
go
worth
back
it?
up.
I
We'd
don't
have to
know
go
if that's
back
worth
up.
Yeah.
it.
So,
No, it's not. I think we just gotta book it as
Yeah.
without. Does it
Where's
look
the
like any of them
dragon?
are gonna come out of the doors that are like the side that
We
we're
do have a
on?
dragon.
Does it look like any of them are coming out?
Looking at them, it doesn't even seem like their eyes focus enough for them to see.
Oh,
I told you.
my
I told you. I told
God,
all
you were
of
right.
you.
No, you were right.
Oh, Jesus.
It's all the people that they've kidnapped.
Fucking
They're using them as workers. They're like a
How
hot-
old are they?
That's so fucked up.
They vary very much.
Are
so
there
in
old
age.
people?
There's old people. There's younger people.
It's anybody.
It's anybody.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, well,
That's why nobody's on payroll is because they're all
because they're
subject.
all-
being forced to.
well,
Did
they're-
the eyes focus of the? Do these people resemble the guards who were at the gate?
Yes.
yeah.
Looking at them, you see now that same sort of like widened-eyed demeanor. Sort of, it makes sense. It starts to add up. They have a very similar look about them as the guards.
Okay.
Oh my God, the guards were also.
They're vibing.
They're in their little thing. They're not even paying attention to the
Let's go to
hallway.
F.
Let's keep looking through the windows and just move.
As you keep going,
I'm looking for
you head
David.
towards
Shulgi's looking
the
for
end.
David.
Can we
As
see,
you-
can we see what's in
I'm legitimately,
D&E?
my heart is racing.
Looking in D and E, you can see another set of these workers that are what look to be. They are D and E are both set up to be sort of what look like these medical theaters, where
Medical what?
Theaters.
medical theaters. So you're looking in.
Oh,
There is
my God.
Like a gallery in
There
Grey's
is-
Anatomy.
Yeah.
a table where a surgery is being performed in each of them,
My God.
Actively right now?
actively right now.
What are they doing? What is the
Yeah,
surgery?
what does the surgery look like?
You watch
Oof,
as
it's disgusting.
one of them sort of takes a scalpel and runs it across the dotted line of the flesh, opening up sort of what looks to be the stomach. And as this happens, another one of the workers, they're all in full scrubs with like the hairnets and the gloves. They seem to take this piece, what looks like this piece of equipment. It looks like it's a metal sort of like box that has dials and what seems to be, it almost looks like an ultrasound. As they place it into the now opened flesh and begin to move it up and down as a reading on a screen that you can't get a good look at a number sort of begins to go up, and they find an area and they begin to cut deeper as they pull out what looks to be a tooth. This large sort of animalistic,
In the stomach?
like a fang almost.
In the stomach?
Yes.
Do we recognize? Can we even see the bodies to tell if they're like old or anything?
No,
We can't see anything about
You
them.
cannot
I-
get a lot of.
They're laying down.
I wouldn't recognize that tooth in any way, shape, or form.
No, it does not seem familiar to you.
Okay.
Okay.
What the hell? Oh my God.
It doesn't look like it pierced the skin at any point. It just looks like it was in their body.
Yes.
Ew.
Are these people looking for
Is
people
that
like
s-
us? And examining them and trying to
He
like...
was asking me about if I had seen anything suspicious like that, so it feels possible.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't
Is
like
the
this.
same exact thing happening in the other surgery room?
Yes.
Exact same thing.
Well.
Different.
Well, different
sort of-
like method,
yes.
but like same
is
concept.
a fang also same object?
Yo,
Okay.
somebody should
looking
be
on the other
scouting.
thing,
Like
as
somebody should be
the,
able
I'm
the
Cholgi is.
skin is, it seems to be something almost like towards the back. You watch as they cut open the skin of the back, sort of along the spine,
Oh,
and
not
as
sleeping
they
tonight,
then
y'all.
pull to like the
Jesus.
right
Oh,
a bit
Jesus.
to pull up almost like a panel of skin.
Cool.
There is what looks to be a ligament, sort of red and glistening, poking up and out that curves a little bit, almost as if it is a wing that has not fully grown.
Oh my...
Yeah.
Yeah. These people are trying to like use people like us as guinea pigs or something. They're looking for like powers and shit.
And you watch that as they take that sort of same thing and they hold it up to that sort of like loose ligament, it reads higher and higher on
Yeah.
that scale.
Fuckers. Yeah, Shulgi's looking around making sure that like people aren't like watching us or coming after us, so there's nobody like actively walking towards us or anything.
Nobody acknowledges anything.
Anything.
They go about their routine almost mechanically.
Alright,
Can we
looking...
see if they have like any like scars on them, the workers, or they're just too covered in
The ones that are working in here, it's difficult to see any sort of markings or anything above.
They're covered in complete...
The scrubs are very covering. The only things that are exposed are their hands and their faces.
Why are they...
gloves on?
They don't even have gloves
They
on?
have gloves on in the surgery.
Oh, but
rooms.
not the
They
non-surgery.
are full like you can't. There's like masks, gloves.
Yeah, like you can't see
hairnets.
shit.
You
You
cannot
can't see
see
shit.
any sort of thing besides eyes.
I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy to know what that looks like.
Alright, Shulgi's going to F.
2F.
Or whatever the end of the hallway
The
is.
end of the hallway has F and G.
Oh, looking at F and G. Yeah.
Here we are.
In G, the lights are completely out.
So there's nobody in there.
There's nobody in there. The lights are off. In the other room, in F, it is the same. F and G are both
Dark.
off completely and completely dark.
He wasn't here. Or they moved him.
Maybe they're downstairs. There's
Wait,
another level.
F is dark?
F and G.
are both dark.
Can I, in my scrubs, enter F? Is it unlocked?
Yeah, it is unlocked.
Oh, no!
You pull the door
Eli,
open.
your voice is too menacing for this.
And as
Can
you
I turn
step
the lights
into the door, like you open the door and you step in, the
Sorry,
automatic
come on,
lights
man.
turn on. Ting, 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 as you are standing in. This room is much larger than the other ones. There is a table along one side that has a series of instruments, whether it's scalpels or other sort of like medical things, but look like clamps and other things. As you step out into this room, it is kind of empty. The walls are metal, but the floor is padded and soft. And soaked deep into what looks like this padding in different places are pools of blood. At the end of across from you, there is a series of metal cabinets.
Go in.
And in investigating in F, there is a clipboard that hangs on the wall.
I'm gonna look at that clipboard.
I think somebody should stay out in the hall, but I think I can come out for a second and beckon a few people in with me.
Mm-hmm. Looking at the clipboard, there is a report that says Experiment 80123.
80123. What day is it?
Based off of what this looks like, it seems like it is October 1st.
So
8012.
And when
it
and what's
would be 2 months old.
Yeah.
it's December right now?
Well, no, it's October.
801 and then 23 is the year.
It is about it is current day, so it's about May. You're about in the May area.
Oh wait, it's May right
Yes, the month is May.
Oh wait, so then
it's
no, that's
5
not a
months
day.
oldish.
It is May 2nd, if you want an exact date.
Okay.
now? And
I'm
the latest archive records we found were May 1st.
I'll still look at it.
Yeah.
See what
Looking
else
at this,
says
it seems to be an experiment report. It says Experiment 80123 artifact. And then it's a series of bullet-pointed notes. Looking through, a lot of it is sort of like science jargon that you don't understand, but from what you glean, you get a couple of these sort of bullet points. The first one being a note saying, artifact long-term exposure results in the subject becoming possessive over it. Scrolling through, it says, subject J023 experienced temporary psychosis after prolonged use. Looking through, you finally get to the final, what looks to be the final, there are 2 more entries where it says, artifact requires human host. Artificial projection has resulted in failure. The artifact has been deemed dangerous and is to be kept locked in cell vault 1553 until further notice. Looking underneath
So many
it says, there is in large red text, it says, subject has been misplaced. Under no circumstances is personnel to approach any unfamiliar artifact or person.
Huh.
I share this with everybody, obviously.
Oh boy. What the what artifact? What does that even mean? Like Shulky doesn't even know how to what to do with that
So
information
stressed right
because
now.
it's just like there's so much shit going on.
It's got to be one of these things. I mean, they're doing experiments on us. They must have found
But it's just something like an object,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Saying it's misplaced?
No. Subject
Person.
is
The
misplaced.
Oh, so the subject is misplaced.
You said temporary psychosis. Is this the guy? Because he had the
He had the
medication.
medication and
Who?
the Choi, the
Who
guy's
guy's
apartment
house
that we were
went
in.
to.
The guy with the mazes, the guy who wrote all the mazes.
What's his face's...
Tara's
Tara's ex-husband, I guess.
Why? But he wouldn't have.
Well,
He went
we just
missing.
know he
Missing.
went missing and he was experiencing psychosis.
From the
But it
context
would
of
have
this,
been-
you can see that this is about an object, an artifact, when
Yeah.
it says that. It is an object of some sort.
Also, the object's missing.
While this is going on...
No, the person's missing.
Person's
Said
missing.
subject
or the
missing.
subject is an object. Is it that clear?
No, it says that the artifact specifically has gone missing.
Okay.
The artifact has gone missing.
okay.
That's
But
what I
it
was
said-
saying. The subject, the artifact, has gone missing, and under no circumstances is it supposed to interact with any foreign object or person.
Mm-hmm.
Which means
That's what
that
it said.
they could know we're here and not be talking to us.
Or
Well, there's only 2 of them.
they're missing. They're missing something. There's some kind of object that they had that they lost.
I'm out of game, so stressed right now.
It could be your coin. Out of character, I think it's your coin. But that's just my guess. But
When
anyways,
did it go missing?
It says that subject has gone missing October 27th.
Have you been out 6 months?
how long have you been? out
I
of
got it on Halloween.
And you said
No, but
October
how long have you been
27th.
out? When did you escape your ward?
That's a good question, Eli. When did I escape?
That would be you. I believe
Well-
it was. You said somewhere around a month or a month and a half.
I said, well, it was when I met when we all met,
Mm-hmm.
I had known Jason for like a month.
So
Yeah.
you've been out for like a
So
month.
you've been out for about a month.
But that said it went missing on October 27th.
And I got
Halloween
it
is
on
what,
Halloween.
October 30th? 31st?
It's possible there's
6 days
a
later.
correlation.
That's something.
Yep.
Birdie, I don't want to alarm you, but I think that these two things are the same. Maybe. I don't know. It's
I'm
possible.
not fucking crazy.
I'm not saying you are. We're not going down that road. I'm just saying that they're looking for that.
I think if anything, they're the crazy ones.
Yeah, if anything, they're the fucking crazy ones. You
Yeah,
see the
look
shit that they're
around
doing
you.
around here? If you're...
Birdie, like, silent, like freaking the fuck
And
out.
they're
But, like,
downstairs right now
Yeah,
doing it to someone
yeah,
else.
we have to... well, hang on. Should we go to G and
I was,
see...
I was gonna say,
Should I?
while this is going on, I'm
Yeah,
saying,
let's go to
pull
G.
it together, guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to G.
I'm going
You go
with
into
him.
G. This is a much smaller room.
Sure.
As you step in, it seems like the walls are made out of metal. It's very cramped. Only about 2 people could probably fit in here comfortably. 3 maybe is pushing it. And there is
All depends on what's
another
in there.
report hung up on the thing.
Grab that report as well.
Going through, this report is very short.
Okay.
It only has about 3 lines, and it reads, "Subject has been identified as Rihanna Campbell." As the first one.
Tori, hand.
The absolute gasp that came out of all of us at the exact same time.
The next line is, "Resonant energy signature leads us to believe that the subject has dormant capabilities."
Oh my god.
After observation, subject was acquired on March 16th, 2023, and has been detained at Site Theta.
Theta?
Site Theta.
What the hell's Site Theta? God damn it.
This is like
You have that in your
Fury
hands.
mode activated.
Let go if
I'm
you
not
need to let
talking to
go.
any of you. I'm grabbing the clipboard, like kicking down the fucking door and just going to the elevator.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. We gotta go downstairs now.
And I'm like ready to kill. Like this is not, you know what I mean?
I think we're all ready to...
I was going to say, I think that's a shared mindset.
We've all reached that
Although
point.
Shulgi's gonna say,
Birdie.
I need one of them alive. I need to expose the fuck out of these people.
I'm
Trust
not
me,
listening
it's
to
a
you.
lot more
I'm
than
not
that.
listening to you even remotely.
No, I know you're
I
not.
am not listening to you.
As you all head back to the elevator, as
B2.
the rest of these drones
Jesus fucking
do their
Christ.
jobs as commanded, and you enter the elevator, hit B2, and you come down.
Yo,